In a world where pathways twist and sway, a zigzag dance leads us astray. With every turn, new stories tap. In the end, we cheer with a joyful yap. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Momo, back again with episode 30
and intro round. All right.
Of the App Squad. Oh, yep, episode 30. I have it written down and everything. Crazy. Episode 39 of the App Squad. I'm your host, Momo, alongside my co-host, Mamba here.
Hello.
And today, we are joined by a very special guest, and his name, as you heard in that beautiful poem I just wrote, ZigZag.
Yeah,
hello.
He wrote that all by himself.
How's it going, ZigZag? We have never met. Never.
Yeah, no, never met. I'm doing good, man. How are you guys doing?
Another beautiful day in Texas.
Big chillin'.
Actually, it's not. Apparently, there's supposed to be
abysmal looking outside.
Supposed to be a huge weather surge happening here in North Texas for some reason.
Weather surge? What does that mean?
Like the weather just randomly changed. Like you went from like nice and sunny to where it's apparently there's going to be a lot of wind and rain the next week out of nowhere.
Oh, so the UK on a daily basis.
Oh yeah. but like this is rare. So
it's cloud seeding.
Yeah.
Imagine like this, but like the sun shining for you.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, we have it as well where like the weather will just suddenly change from like day to day. Like we've had it where it's been like snowing one day and the next day it's just like 20-degree weather. Just how it is in the UK.
We've had that, but it's like within the same day. So like it'll go. I've come outside one day and it'll be snowing, and then leave work and it's bright and sunny. Snow's gone. You couldn't even tell it snowed.
Dallas.
Yeah, no, that's the way it is over here as well. Our weather is the worst thing you'll get. It's fucking horrible. I'm not gonna.
I don't see how. It's got to be. We talked about it on the last episode, but you know how like the Bermuda Triangle, that whole area has like its tropical storm area.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Britain just like in the same function where it's just like storms are just always a brewing?
I don't know. I think it's just I don't know what it is. We always seem to get the backlog of everyone else. So like when you guys have like
you're an island, you're surrounded by water.
Oh, true.
Like when you guys have a hurricane or something, we seem to get like the hurricane's little brother, and it'll just be windy here for a few days.
No way.
Just that's basically the queef of America. Is just it comes back and hits them in the face.
No way, bro.
Like the hurricane pulled out of America and just queefed all over Britain. That's all it is.
Oh no!
Just a last gasp fart on us all.
Well, they used all their effort fucking up Florida. That one turned around like 3 times and just kept swinging at it, bro.
Base though,
I saw that.
They were like, that's not gonna do nothing, and then the hurricane was like, yeah, sure, we'll see about that.
Seems how it is with the weather. I'm gonna say this: the weather over here is just fucking terrible, and they never get it right. Never. I'll look at my Apple weather app, and it'll say like, "Oh, it's meant to be nice and sunny today," and I'll put my washing out on the washing line, and then 2 hours later, it'll be pissing down with rain. And my washing's wet.
I've heard that the Apple weather app is just notorious, which I don't understand because apparently they get it straight from weather.com, but apparently they're just notorious for not being right at all.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a very Apple thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah. I do like their new update, though, where now I can see text bubbles from Android users.
Let's go.
It's new.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of stuff now because they're it's sort of like the EU's telling them they have to do, so they're sort of like trying to get ahead of the EU because they had to have the USB-C to it, didn't they?
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's something else. They had to do something else as well because the EU said that they weren't allowed. I can't remember what it was. So they seem to be trying to get ahead of themselves now by adding things that they should have already added, but they haven't because they're Apple.
Yeah, like the predictive text and like the swipe to text thing, and iPhone users were like, yeah, we fucking did it. And then Android users are just like, yeah, man, I had that since I had my Android, like $50 Android phone. Like it's been here. I remember I had a little Android phone for a while, and that was my favorite feature was the swipe to text. I don't use
the whole swipe to text.
It's like you
literally
just
with your finger.
not draw, but like you just move your finger around through the letters, and then it just like guesses what you.
Haven't we had that for like 10 years?
Oh yeah,
on Androids, but iPhones it's very new.
Using it for like in like 8th grade, bro.
On your iPhone?
Yeah, honestly, I remember that.
I didn't have an
remember
iPhone.
that.
Okay, well, that's what I mean. I was like, we had it before, but it's new on iPhone.
Yeah.
Same
I
like with the
remember having that
predictive
on my-
text.
ZigZag
having
hasn't
that on
even
my
introduced
whole-
himself yet.
He's trying to tell a story. He's tried like 3 times now.
Oh,
I was just saying that I had that on my Huawei phone back in like 2014, the little swipe to text thing. So it's definitely not a new thing.
Yeah, it's not.
what the
And
fuck is a Huawei?
Have you not heard of Huawei?
It's like
They
all these European and like Asian countries. They have like their own brands of phones that are like they look like iPhones, Androids, and stuff like that, but they're just a completely off-brand thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
Just an Android phone. It was like they got like in trouble with Google and they couldn't use like Google apps or anything anymore. So they couldn't have that. They couldn't have the Play Store or anything. They're really good phones, to be fair, but like they just got in trouble. I can't remember what they did. They did something that got them in trouble with Google, and Google were like, "Yeah, you can't have our app store or anything on there anymore."
what, they just
So had to
yoinked the Google App Store. Is that what they
Yes.
allowed?
What could they use then? I mean, I'm sure there's like a third-party app store that people
No, I
use.
think they had to create their own one because literally every Android phone uses Google because it's a Google thing.
Ah.
So they
Organic.
literally had to create their own one. I think they couldn't use Android anymore either because I think that's owned by Google.
Or
But, like,
Huawei.
They were, yeah,
just wreck their
so they had to
whole system.
yeah. They were doing decent as well before that because they were like, because I had one and the phones were actually like really good. And they're quite cheap as well. And then Google just said, nah, you're not having that anymore. And just basically fucked them up and they haven't, I don't think they've really recovered since.
Well, I've never heard of them, so
Yeah.
I would.
I would imagine they're gone, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Well, ZigZag, tell
No,
us a little bit about yourself.
Oh God. I'm ZigZag. I make stupid fucking funny moment videos online for some reason. Don't know why. That's about it.
Oh yeah,
Base.
but the same answer usually everyone else gets. I don't know what else you want. How old are you, ZigZag?
I am 25. I'm old as fuck.
But to say you're
No, I'm not
one of the
old.
older ones of the Winkyverse.
Still not as old as you.
I think I don't know. I think I might be one of the younger ones.
It's also kind of crazy.
I know I'm. Wadism's older than me. Dan's older than me. Blue's older than me. No, I'm sort of in the middle. Kyle's younger than me. Isaac's younger than me. I don't know about any of the others. Benji, I'm older than Benji as well. Yeah, no, I'm sort of like in the middle. What? Not one of the younger ones, not one of the older ones. Just sort of in the middle.
the middle child of the Winkyverse.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
That's nice, man. I mean, what got you into content creation in the first place? How'd you meet all the? Or let's step back a little bit. How'd you meet all the people from the Winkyverse?
So, so I met. Well, I started in sort of like I started doing because I used to do YouTube like way back in the day, and then I started again in 2020, like everyone else did, because we were bored as fucking lockdown, doing absolutely nothing. So I started again with just the friends that I played with, which is like Nathan, who I've been friends with for years and years and years, and is very, very much involved in all of my videos. As he likes to say, he's 90% of my content.
The way he made you.
Yeah, he made me. Well, it wasn't him that made me. It was his mother's clips that made me. But still.
Oh, easy farm.
Yeah, and then in 2022, Dan followed me and on TikTok and we started talking and sort of met from there. To be fair, I initially met Isaac first because he followed me first, but then I asked Isaac if he wanted to play sometime and he fobbed me off, so I always hold him to that. Because I was like on 50,000 followers on TikTok at that time, and he followed me like, oh, I like your content. I was like, oh yeah, I like your content too. And he was like, I was like, oh, so do you want to play sometime? He was like, nope, our squad's quite full at the moment. I was like, okay, right. So I was holding to that for fobbing me off. And then I met Dan in like late 2022, and then we had a session together. I think it was Scribble.io. It was with the rest of the lads, and just from there, just sort of played a lot since then. I think they like me. I hope so. Anyway, if they've kept me around this long.
Well, I mean, you were invited to the whole meetup thing, so I would assume that you're pretty wanted and they like you.
Yeah, no, the meetup thing was cool, especially with having Kyle over and from Australia and shit, which is a long way to come to just see us for a weekend. So no, it was a good little meetup. We basically just got drunk and then went on a walk, and that was about it.
Just UK activities.
What was it called? What's the breakfast shop they have that they would keep hyping up?
Oh, fucking Greg's or some shit.
Yeah, went to Greg's.
Oh.
There you go. It was raining probably.
Oh, there's nothing better than a Greg. No, there is better things than a Greg, but it is top tier. It's just pastries, man. They're so
like
good.
Greg's is our Waffle House. I feel like
that's not true.
Like they go to Greg's when they're drunk and fucked up.
I guess.
No, you don't go to Greg's when you're drunk and fucked up. Greg's is shut on a night. So if it's usually it's either a Mackey's, a McDonald's, or like just a shitty kebab or something, or pizza from a shitty pizza joint or something. That is just sort of how it goes.
A Greg's, what a Greg's comparison would be for us.
Well, because Waffle House is just like actually breakfast food, not like pastries.
A waffle is a pastry.
Yeah, if you're fucking stupid. I don't know. Does it count?
It's bread with syrup. Sweet.
The pastry's not bread, though.
It's a dough.
Is it even a dough? I don't even know if it's a dough.
It does not
Guys, let me just make this. Waffle House sells cinnamon rolls.
Do they?
No, god damn it. I just want...
This guy's only been one time.
I don't think there is like a comparison though. I think that the closest comparison is sort of like, I guess in New York, do you know when you can get like those just slices of pizza? Yeah. I guess that's the closest comparison because it's just like a shop with, there's nowhere really to sit. It's just like just pastries everywhere and you just buy it and leave.
Yeah,
it's not really
like a hole in the wall place where you just walk up and order and then walk the hell away.
I wish we had those.
It's not really.
That'd be cool.
I'm surprised you don't have anything similar. Like
it's mostly like big city type shit. Like even our big city. Like there's nothing like that because it's.
Well, this city was designed to be more like open. New York is like walking down a subway tunnel at all times, even when you're above ground.
Yeah,
that's sick.
I really want to go to New York. It looks sick.
I want to go just to experience it, and I want to see. I want to see Joshua Block, and just.
Leave this man alone.
Share a twisted tea with him. I
went one time when I was 12. The first thing I saw was a grown man in a diaper with his cock out pissing on the ground.
What's the point of a diaper, man?
That's what I'm saying. He was wearing the diaper, but he didn't use it. He just pissed on the ground.
Maybe his diaper was already full. Let's give him some credit here.
True.
Perhaps it was already full.
Maybe, I don't know. That's like a urinary tract infection probably.
True. Yeah. You don't want to get a UTI.
Maybe it's just like a style thing. I don't know. But
yeah, maybe
never went back.
Maybe it's just a duty one. Maybe it's just a poo one. Maybe he's not allowed to piss in it. He may have rules.
Yeah. He probably has rules about it.
Yeah, his own complex set of rules. Only he can follow them.
Yeah. Well, nobody else wants to go near him to figure it out because he's just gonna.
Others have tried, and we don't know where they went.
It was funny too because I was good at like sleeping in the car, right? So like I was taking a nap. And I woke up and we were in New York and I looked to my right, boom, guy pissing out the window. I was like, all right, well let's turn around now.
What a sight to see.
Yep, that's literally it.
I want to go just because, like I said, I just want to experience, like I want to walk in Times Square and be like, nice, and then leave.
Yeah,
just get out.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. Like for some reason, like a year back, like I got really into watching New York like apartment tours for some reason. That is like this. I think this guy called Cash on YouTube or something, and he just does like vacant New York apartment like tours. And I was for some reason I got hooked on it because it's like ridiculous prices for this like hole in the wall.
Yeah, it's
and
like
I just found $4,000
a month to live in like
your bathroom's
my
down.
bathroom, yeah.
Yeah, your bathroom is down like the fucking like street. Like there's someone's house where they pay only like $600 a month of rent, but there's no bathroom in the building, so they have to like go.
Is that even legal? I feel like that's illegal.
There, apparently it is.
Fuck
They
New
can
York.
get away.
Yeah.
They can get away with a lot somehow.
Yeah, like I remember watching it, and I own like I've got a house, and I pay like for the same amount it is for like the smallest apartment he did in New York. I pay the same amount for a 2-bedroomed house that he does for a little room that was the smallest apartment in New York, which is just crazy to me.
It's all for the views and like the distance from certain areas that you're from.
True.
Yeah,
it's just crazy to me that people still live there. Like, you know, like people will, if they get like an assigned parking spot like in their apartment, they can like rent it out, and people make a lot of money doing that. Like one guy sold his parking spot for like $250K a year.
People do that, especially like around like if you live like in Florida or like somewhere like close to like a beach. People will rent out their like front like driveway to people because that way they can park close to the beach.
Easy bag. I would do that. That's smart.
I do that here.
Huh?
They do that in there's like an app for it, and there's like, because I've used it a couple of times because I'll go to football games and stuff. And I went to London with some friends, and we drove down, and we like rented a parking spot on someone's drive in the middle of London, and it was just like it was like £20 for £20 for the entire day.
Oh, that ain't bad.
That's not bad at all. That's normal.
Yeah, we weren't in like central London, so we were like just like on the outskirts, so we had to get like the underground in, but like he's still £20 a day. They're making fucking bank off of that. That's like what, £120 a week, £140 a week.
Was it multiple cars or was it just your car?
No, it was just one car. So like it was literally someone's drive, and the drive it wasn't really even a drive. It was a ramp up to someone's garage. it wasn't even a drive. You could barely fit one car on it, and you had to get like right close to the garage door.
That's why it was so cheap. Just like your car might roll away.
Yeah, it was steep as well. Like it was probably the steepest drive I've ever seen in my life. Like it was basically just like 90 degrees.
Oh my!
But it was like £20 a day for that. It's fine. We're only here we were only going down to the winter markets. So they do like Christmas markets in like a big park in London, and it's like massive. So we only went down for the day. But yeah, it's a big thing over here. Just like Christmas markets, like German style like market. It's like a massive thing over here. In like the past 10 years, it's just sort of boomed.
That's fucking cool though. Like an open air, just chilling. The whole.
Oh yeah.
What is it like? The whole community pops out, or is it just like everybody from everywhere in England comes, or what?
Yeah, it's sort of like everywhere. Everyone from England comes. Like I go to the one in Manchester like nearly every year, and Jesus Christ, you can't even move. There's so many, many people.
See that I don't like. It can't be that many people pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I lived in Manchester for like 3 years, so I sort of got used to it.
That's reasonable.
Like having that big, sort of like busy city vibe, and it's crazy. But you get your mulled wine, and then you're happy, and you just sort of walk around drinking, and
fuck.
They charge you for the cup. They charge you like £5 for the cup, and unless you return it, then you get your money back.
No way.
Oh, that place sounds sick.
Rent a cup. Fuck it. I heard that's one of the big differences with Americans and Europeans is we value our personal space a lot more. Like I don't like people being anywhere within like 3 feet of me. You're too close, bro. Even before COVID.
Yeah, everything was built a bit like more sort of enclosed here.
True.
I think it's like because everything was built for like to be a walking distance over here, and then when like most of America was getting built, you had like carts and like cars coming along, so you just sort of like
everything is built here for cars.
Yeah.
Fucking hit him with another question, bro. You got it written down.
So you started back again in 2020. What kind of content were you doing before that?
It was just the same thing. I was doing gaming content. I sort of like stopped when I went to uni, so that was like 2017. I sort of stopped. I did like a couple of videos on my new channel, and then just started.
So ZigZag is the new channel?
ZigZag is the new channel. So I had another channel called ZigZag Zip HD, which I made because I liked the name ZigZag, and then I typed in the name ZigZag on YouTube, and there was a bunch of accounts called ZigZag. So I was just sort of like, I'll add a zip and a HD at the end, and I'll do that. And then when I sort of came back, I was just sort of like, I just want ZigZag.
Are those videos still up on the old one?
No, they are long gone. They were not great. I do have my first ever video on YouTube saved on like one of my links, my links, plainly because I don't remember the login to the channel, so I can't take it down. So it's just sort of there.
You should just copyright strike it and
True.
and then get it taken down.
Like, there's nothing I can do about it, but I thought, that'll be a video someday. that can be something for a stream or something. I'll just keep it here for now. And
It'd be like the Mr. Beast, like me 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
But
Except it's me on Modern Warfare 3 with a fucking squeaker voice.
Oh no.
So I mean,
it's horrible.
So your main game is Call of Duty, I'm assuming. Like I've seen a little bit of spurts of like GTA and like Lethal Company, stuff like that. But I would say that your main game is Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, I mainly play COD. I think the past year I've probably sort of like broadened my horizons on other games, mainly because COD's been fucking shit for the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask. Like, since you're kind of central around COD, like, what is your thoughts on the game since as it's progressed throughout your time of doing content creation?
Oh, it's fucking shit now, mate. It's terrible. Well, I started back on Modern Warfare 3, which was probably one of my favourite CODs of all time. And then the COD after that was Black Ops 2, which is, in my opinion, is the best COD of all time.
Yep. Yeah, like, that's one, easily.
And I made so much content on that game on my old channel. I mean, all of it was terrible, but I made so much content on because I just loved the game. I literally didn't play anything else till GTA 5 came out. But like in recent years, it's been terrible. I mean, Black Ops 6, of what I've played of that so far, seems like actually a pretty decent game. And I've always enjoyed the Treyarch games because they've always just seemed
better,
a lot more. Better. And then, like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, I hated them. Yeah. And then like Vanguard and
what the fuck was Vanguard?
It was like
the worst Call of Duty of all time.
That's probably why I didn't hear about it.
It was after Cold War or before Cold War.
What the fuck is Cold War?
Remember, Cold War is basically just Black Ops 2 reskinned.
I kind of gave up on COD after like, I think the last one I played was Ghosts, and they added like wall mounting, and I was like, this isn't COD anymore. And then I never looked back.
Do you know what? That's fair enough. I wish I'd done that at some point. But yeah, I mean, Cold War I actually really liked. Cold War were probably some of the weirdly some of the best times of my life, plainly because it was lockdown. I was on with my friends making content, playing. This is with my friend group, and like I think some of the best content has come out of that because we were just in lockdown, getting drunk every night because we had nothing better to do, and just playing COD Cold War Search and Destroy the entire time. It was great. Like some of my best clips are from that era because it's just us getting drunk on COD.
Yeah, I liked the idea of Cold War, but I hated that like they literally just added all the Black Ops 2 maps to it, like to multiplayer, I believe.
Yeah.
And then I was just this is just, you make me a new game, please. Like, stop just putting in all the old
maps.
Say
that, but then like some of our friends have been grinding Black Ops 6 and they came in and they're like, I wish some of the old maps were in here. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, but like, I guess I feel like from Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 6, I think that's cool. Like Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3, they put in all the old zombies maps. I like that because you redid it, you put it in a good form. But putting
that one was just like full recycle.
Yeah, it was just like Black Ops 2 remastered, basically. That's what they should have named it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I didn't mind it because what I liked about it, because I didn't play Cold War initially. I didn't start playing it till like December. I got it when it was on deal. Because we were just playing Warzone up until that point. And then Like I can't, at that point, I joined when I started playing it. They'd started adding the new maps in because initially they weren't in, and then they started adding the Black Ops 2 maps in, and I kind of liked it because you sort of got this mix of like new and old. So and some of the older maps, some of the newer maps weren't particularly great, but there was a couple of like decent ones. And then you'd also get like shit like Raid, which is like probably the best COD map of all time, I'd say. Like actual like Call of Duty map, I'd say Raid.
It's
like because you have like Rust and stuff, but they're like gimmick maps, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
it's just a tiny map where everybody just runs around and blasts everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like same with like Newtown and like Shipment. They're sort of like gimmick maps in the sense of like they're just small. Whereas Raid's like probably the actual best like Call of Duty map.
I would agree. I think there's so many different points of entry for everything, really.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I don't know. I think my big thing that I didn't like is now they have like health bars and shit. Or was that only for zombies or like what? Or is that not even a thing? Did I make
on
that
zombies
up?
it is. But
on zombies it is, which I don't like. I
don't like that at all.
Apparently you can turn it off, but you can apparently just turns off your entire HUD too. So there's no point.
So yeah, that's just fucking stupid.
There's no point. Yeah, I don't like what the zombies have become. They sort of decided to stop building on what they had. Like Black Ops 3 zombies was probably like the best zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just sort of decided, nope, we're going to go a different direction. And everyone was like, nope, don't like it anymore. And they've sort of tried to go back to it in this game, but at the same time, it's still
they
like...
have the old fucking...
They mixed it too much with the other shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, people always call me weird for this take, but when I play zombies, I don't like Easter eggs. I think that shit is weird. When I play a zombie game, I like to kill zombies, and that's it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you on that, to be honest. I'd rather just get to the highest round...
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
train zombies. That's what I want to do when I'm playing zombies. I don't want to do like the Easter egg nowadays is basically you have to sort of do it now, which I don't like. It should be sort of that option in the background. Yeah. It's there if you want to do it.
That's where Black Ops 3 excelled, man. Is where you had the option.
But I remember even just like Kinder Toten, just like sitting there on your biggest worry was like round 7, the dog spawned.
Hey, but there's an Easter egg there. Yeah. There's an Easter egg in that one.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I don't even remember what the fuck it was.
Plays the song.
Like that doesn't even count, bro.
But no, I mean, there's other ones like the Alcatraz one where like you can build the plane.
I did like what was it? Mamba the Dead? I like Mamba the Dead. That one was a good.
The
one.
Origins one, I like. I like the ones that are not too fucking crazy. Like if it's like a 3-4 step process, I like that. If it's like, hey guys, we have to make it to round 50 or we're not going to be able to do this.
That's crazy.
No. I'm not going to spend fucking 20 hours getting this fucking magic staff that doesn't really do that much.
You know, I tuned into Jack's stream, Elite Bunny 20. Shout out him.
I'm blurring that.
Okay. And like he was doing an Easter egg in Black Ops 6, and he was fighting like fucking Cthulhu, bro. I'm like, this does not look like a zombie. I'll be honest. I don't. It's just weird to me.
Oh, it got so weird. Like after like Black Ops 3 and onwards, it got so weird. There's like aliens and fucking.
Yeah, I don't get it anymore.
Big fucking tentacle monsters and shit like that. It was very much deviated from just shooting zombies, which was kind of the point of it.
I want to say like I played zombies after Black Ops 3. But I don't know if I did, and I'm just confusing it with Killing Floor.
Did we skip 4? What the fuck is Black Ops 4? When did that happen?
Black Ops 4 was a complete and utter failure. That is when they first tried the Battle Royale scene with, what was it called?
Blackout.
What
they tried fuck?
That. It was ass.
What year was this?
2018, 2019.
I don't remember this at all.
I remember I pre-ordered it at GameStop because I'm a dumbass.
Classic.
For Steam. But it was kind of cool. They gave me, I got a case for it, which I liked. But I pre-ordered it because I was going to get like a backpack, but he was just like, we're all out of backpacks.
Dude.
Like, thanks. So I opened up this case expecting like to install a disc. No, it was just a code to unlock it through Steam.
I guess you got a case, I guess.
I was like, this is awesome.
You know, I really miss that, like having a physical copy, because now you just download the fucking thing. And like I miss these, like if I was like, if I had adult money back in the day, like,
dude,
I would buy all of those like Ultimate Editions with like the Black Ops 1 with like the RCXD and shit like that. I just wish they did shit like that again nowadays, but they just don't. It's just they should really bring that shit back.
Yeah, what I don't miss was I had this one game. It was called Battle for Middle Earth. It was an 8-disc download.
Ugh.
8 discs, bro. Yeah, you pop one in, it would download like 500 megabytes because that's all we had back then. Then you pop the next one in, and it was like a 6 gigabyte game.
Jesus Christ.
That shit was crazy.
You want to hear something that will probably blow your guys' mind?
What?
So on Steam, apparently, you don't actually own the game. You just own
I've heard about that.
You own the license to play for it on Steam. So if Steam ever went down, your game, like, you just don't have those games anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it won't.
That's crazy. But like, yeah, you're right. It probably won't, but
I don't know how they got away with that for so long. Cause I think I saw this and they have to do like a disclaimer now to say that it's a license rather than you buying the game. And I can't believe they got away with that for so long. Because I thought I owned the games for so long. I was like, oh, I've got all these games. I own them. They're mine. I can play them whenever I want. But the fact that the licenses is crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's another reason for Ubisoft's downfall right now is remember they said gamers should get used to not owning their games. And then everybody said, well,
stop.
Get used to us not buying them, bro.
No, I think if they continue to do things like, I think Xbox and PlayStation have took a step in the right direction and made the thing like the Game Pass, the PlayStation Pass and stuff like that to where you pay $20 a month and get unlimited games, basically. I think that the switching out of games, like switching out certain games is fucking stupid. Like there should only be, like you can't put Halo 3 there for a month and then take it off. I think it should be, if you add a game to Game Pass, it should stay there forever. And you just have access to that forever.
Well, that's how it used to be. Remember when you could?
Yeah, but now it's like on
just claim games.
Now it's like Netflix. It's like Netflix now subscription where your favorite game might not be there next month.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's sort of going that way as well because I don't remember this, but like back, I know that Steve Jobs before he died, he was like, "Oh, music will never go on streaming platforms. Everyone wants to own the music." And now all we have is Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. So gaming's going the same way. Everyone was sort of like, no, I want to own my games, but these game passes and stuff like that are sort of taking over, which is good for the consumer in a way because you're not spending $70 on a fucking AAA
if you don't like it, you can just not play it anymore.
There's some times where I like it too. Like one of my favorite developers, Paradox. Every game they make, they pump out like $500 in DLC, but you can just do like a $5 subscription, and then you have all the DLC. So that kind of stuff I like, and then you can just cancel it whenever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I think Game Pass is like that. I don't think Game Pass is a subscription or like a contract.
Yeah, I think
good idea.
It's just going that way though, and it's just a bit of a shame in a way because it's sort of like having that physical disc and having sort of like that physical game just is gone now. Which,
I do miss it, but like I look back at because I'm older than both of you. I had CD racks, VHS racks, fucking like DVD fucking. A DVD shelf, a fucking game shelf, and it's just like the amount of less clutter that I have now that I like if I had every single game that I have 200 games on Steam. Imagine just 200 games like taking up a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. I'm glad I'm kind of glad that like it's kind of default. And Netflix, imagine Netflix, bro. Imagine your DVD fucking shelf. If Netflix was still doing DVDs.
Fucking shout out Redbox. Holy shit.
That's how Netflix started, was they would send DVDs to you.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, that's not going to work. And it didn't. But now I can watch Breaking Bad whenever I want. Wherever I want.
Yeah. I think it's good in that sense. Like, you don't have to commit to it. Like, if like you say, if you want to watch a film, you'd have to go out, buy it, watch it. And then if you don't like it, you'll never watch it again. It'll just sit on a shelf, just in your house, doing nothing for the rest of the time.
Right. Well, I think that they're not like threatening us of like, we'll take your fucking games away. It's more like,
come and take them.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
take them, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, if Steam falls, what are they going to do? Reimburse you for every game you own? You know what I mean? Should.
Oh my God.
They're just gonna go bankrupt and then it's gone. You know what I mean?
Oh mate, I hope they do that. I've got some like CS:GO skins that are worth a fair bit. I wouldn't mind them. Like if they gave me back all the cases I've bought over the years, Jesus Christ, that'd be.
What skins you rocking with?
I've got like some red. I've got the name of them now. Let me have a look. I've got some red gloves that are
you got some crimson weaves. What are we talking here?
What are they called?
You're talking to the CS:GO skin expert.
They are some Scarlet Shangmu? The sport gloves.
Oh, those are good, actually. What wear though?
They're
on your hands, idiot.
I actually unboxed.
That's like 1K plus, I think. Maybe 2.
No, they're like 300.
Oh, well, I'm wrong. Skin Warlord, by the way.
But I got them. I got them out of case, to be fair, and then I've also got like a Falcon red. What's it called? Autotronic knife as well.
Ooh.
Field tested, which is
that's like another 3.
Yeah, it's about 200, I think, at the moment. The skins just fluctuate so much.
They do move around a lot.
I had a gut knife.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I like CS:GO though for, because like, if there's a day where I want that money back, I can just get it back.
Yeah.
Like, but if I purchase some skins on COD, I've got like no chance of getting that money back.
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing. I think Valorant is lame in that sense, where they don't have like a market.
They would make so much money if they had a market.
Well, like they also make so much money because they don't.
I guess.
Because like people will buy every single bundle that comes out.
Yeah, I don't know, but you have to. I don't know. Is that comparable to the 15% Steam tax that Steam does on every fucking transaction? You know what I mean?
Not because it goes straight to them.
True.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why no one else has done a market. I think it would be just absolutely hell to keep track of it. I know Steam I know Valve have a terrible time with it because they're like gambling websites and all that shit. So yeah, I'm not surprised that no other sort of like companies decided to go and do a marketplace.
I just wish there was, especially for certain games, man. Like Rocket League, bro. I wish there was like fucking. Yeah, but I wish like I want to be able to buy some of the things that like I want to make my car cooler.
I heard there's rumors that they're bringing trading back, but I don't know if it's true. Because I have 50 of the same blueprint, and it would be really nice to sell them, but
yeah.
Yeah, Steam has a problem with like Russian money launderers too. They just put, I don't know how the fuck they do it. They just buy skins, I guess, with their drug money. I don't know.
Well, I like the comment on my profile too. Wow, nice CS:GO skins.
We should play sometime. Yep, got that one too. Like clockwork.
A few of them. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's a good way to launder money. That just buy a bunch of CS:GO skins and then they'll no mob, no other way. Fucking government.
Yeah. Well, U.S. politicians do that by buying artwork.
Sell a couple glove skins, buy a couple real AKs. Boom, there you go.
Holy.
Where?
So ZigZag, I am going to be honest. I came into this completely blind. I did not want to. I didn't want to watch any of the videos yet because I wanted to hear your description of them before I did.
Okay.
So I don't really know. I mean, I've seen a couple of TikToks, so I'm not going to lie about that. So I kind of know your editing style. I want to know what the creative process looks like when you first go into a video.
I mean, with it, it's just I just sort of like edit them. I mean, I just sort of like how I normally do it is I sort of obviously record the clips and then I'd use replay buffer, which is just basically I can record the last 10 minutes rather than just recording outright, because otherwise it takes me 10 years to sieve through footage. So it's easy for me after something funny's happened. It's easy for me to press a button than it is to sieve through that footage afterwards.
Yeah, people have been using that strap for a long time. I'm surprised you didn't do that in the Rust days. Honestly.
I didn't know, and plus, like there was too many moments that I would capture that like I didn't notice
it probably
right away.
The same length anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I miss clips constantly, but like it saves me so much time, so I don't mind.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, and then I sort of like I edit them up, so I sort of like cut them down to what I want them to be, and then I mean my actual style is very artistic. I sort them into like, so I cut them up and then I save them into like a raw edit folder. So like there's no subtitles, no editing, it's just cut up. And then I take all the cut up clips and like organize them so they all sit like how I want them to sit. So like I'm very artistic in it in the sense of like if a joke is about something, I will have another joke next to it that's about a similar thing. And I'll always try and do it that way. And then I just go through all of them, subtitle them, add stupid effects and edits and people like images moving about and shit like that, and then just export it, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's not really creative in a sense. I'm trying to do a bit more creative stuff. You got a bit of a scoop here, as in I'm like fully like redoing my style in a sense of I'm not doing themed videos anymore, so I won't be doing any more like Black Ops 6 videos or GTA videos. I'm doing a sort of a new series called Clips from Last Month, which is very much based off. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Nobody Epic.
Oh yeah,
probably not. Oh, have you heard of him?
Yeah, he was from the crew, man. KYR Speedy,
yeah.
Jehovah's Witness. You got Sidearms for a Reason. G18.
Yeah, I know KYR Speedy.
That's that.
You guys are the first people I've actually talked to who remembers them. That isn't my friend Nathan. Like no one seems to remember the crew, and
dude,
they were like the original funny moments. Like,
they were.
I only remember KYR Speedy
Because you got
Jehovah's Witness.
Because you have the people who watch the crew, and then you have the people who watch Vanos.
That's fair.
I was a crew guy.
Yeah, I think Vanos came after him though, because they were doing shit on like MW3.
Yeah.
Like.
They were,
and then Vanos didn't really start to like Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
But like they were like the original funny moments guys.
He was the fucking ninja diffusing troll face. Omega lol.
Oh yeah.
Fucking people.
Oh.
That was me back in the day. That's all I did. Ninja diffuse montages. That was my forte for like 4 years. That's all I used to do.
Dude, I missed the montage era of YouTube. When you just had a bunch of fucking trap beats while people hit like 360s, bro. Oh my god.
Dude, that just reminded me. Jehovah's Witness had like this one montage that was just like, it went to this one song that's a fucking banger called Eyes for You. I remember that. It's on my mind. Ooh, you bringing up some nostalgic memories, man.
Yeah,
I love that
I remember
shit.
stuff like the Vanos shotgun montages with E-double in the background. Those were they were good.
They're the ones that got me on Minecraft too. Is like I would watch their fucking Crewcraft series, and they would build like some crazy, like they built fucking Stark Tower in Minecraft. I was like, oh my god,
I don't fucking remember that.
These guys are. I mean, they brought me on it. I would sit every day. I would rewatch the whole fucking series and stuff. They were someone I would watch.
I'm trying to remember like a specific moment from the crew, but like I know that I watched KYR Speedy, but I don't. They play Prop Hunt too?
Yeah.
I probably watched their Prop Hunt stuff. I was big on Prop Hunt when it was like really big.
Oh, they played like every game that was just big. They would just hop on because they were like one of the bigger YouTubers.
Yeah.
They were some of the first people that got to 1 mil.
Oh yeah. I mean that was an easy farm back then, bro. Can't really blame them.
But yeah, I mean, what I was saying anyway was Nobody Epic did this series called Shit from Last Week. Obviously, you can call it Shit from Last Week now.
I would binge that.
I still binge it to this day. I think it's one of the best series on YouTube. Like, it is so fucking good. And I love, like, the style of it, like, the quick sort of, like, out of context sort of moments. And I'm basically sort of basing my new video style off that in a sense. In a sense, it's just going to be clips from the funniest clips from the last month. Probably not in the sort of out of context style, plainly because it'd be like a 5-minute video and that just wouldn't do well on YouTube in the current like climate. But like, yeah, I'm sort of moving towards that style plainly because I'm just sort of like, I just want to do something that I enjoy and I want to try that sort of style. But like shit from last week was so good, man. I think I can quote so many clips from that because I've watched it so many times over. It's so good.
Hell yeah.
Well, his the guy that he uses for all his music and stuff, Packy. He's like, that's what he put me onto. Was him, and I still listen to him to this day. Like it's they put me onto so much. I would say that their style. I mean, they didn't even do the subtitling stuff back then that much either. So like their forms of editing were like just the beginning.
Well, everybody had like caveman edits back then.
Yeah. I think like Nobody Epic was probably on that shit from last week's series was probably one of the first people to do like the subtitling thing because he subtitled that. And I don't think anyone before that used to subtitle at all. And that was like that's the first like subtitler that I can think of. And then it sort of like branched out with like Soviet Womble and Fitz and Smitty as well. He does subtitling and sort of became the standard in funny moments gaming YouTube sort of style.
Dude, Smitty's got to be like 30 years old by now.
He's younger than. I think he's the same age as ZigZag. He's at least 25.
No,
I think he's 20. No, he's old. He must be older than me. I think he's like 28 or something, maybe somewhere around there.
He's I know. I think I'm the same. Sounds like 14. Bro.
Yeah, but he's also done it since he was like 16.
Oh, I didn't know that. I kind of figured he would start at 18.
So he's nice.
I think I'm the same age as Grizzy, who he plays with, and I know that.
Oh, he is 27.
27. Yeah,
I know Grizzy.
I mean, I've been doing it that long as well. I've been doing it since 2012, on and off. So I'm an old boy in the YouTube space.
Grizzy is 23.
You were on ground zero. You were trying to compete with the pranksters, fucking Vitaly and Roman Atwood, bro.
Oh yeah. I was trying to make the content too. Like I had like this cheap ass like camcorder, and I would just set it up on like a table while I would play a game and try to like just talk to the fucking camera,
dude.
See, I was like, I'm very like particular with like content, and even back then I was like, I will not make content. I refuse to use a camcorder. I was like, I'm waiting till I get a capture card, and then I got like the Roxio game capture, which was like that's a proper throwback. That's just a little box that did like 480p recording.
On like basically a VHS recorder.
I mean, shit, back then that wasn't even that bad though.
It wasn't. I mean, but until you like look back at it now, you're like, holy shit, we used to watch that.
Yeah.
Because that shit was going to not VGA. It was like the fucking red, yellow, white cables and everything like going into it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The component cables. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Like, and then it would just.
I forgot about the red.
And it's such a cable mess, man. Because you got like it goes from Xbox or whatever you're recording on to computer or to TV, and just it's such a. I had like a little cheap ass one in comparison, and that shit would just. It was more digital than that one, but the amount of things that it would just what's it called, corrupt, was just insane. Because like if you moved it 1 little inch, and it would just be like, nope, this video is not usable. Sorry.
I remember that with the component cables, though. There was like 5 cables coming out of either end of the capture card, and then you also had the USB going to your PC as well. So you had this massive like ribbon of cables just coming from your TV and then just attaching to a little box.
Oh hell no!
I'm so glad it's so much easier nowadays.
Yeah,
just
one HDMI cord and that's it. That's fucking it. They're so lucky, and fucking half the systems record on themselves now too. So it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If not all of them record on themselves.
I mean, shit. If you're you could be like a 12-year-old and you can make like a Clash of Clans series.
Yeah, because you could just screen record your phone. That's fucking. Kids these days don't know how easy it is to make content, and they still do it shit.
Oh yeah, it was hard as fuck back in the day. You had to have a capture card. You had to have like software to record the capture card. You had to have fucking cables galore coming out of your fucking Xbox or PlayStation.
Just even the editing softwares, man, they weren't as accessible as they are now. Like there was like 2 free ones that you could get, and they were both shit.
Yeah, like Camtasia, or like you'd have to like illegally download like Sony Vegas or something.
See, I didn't even know those things existed, so I was using like fucking Windows Movie Maker for half my shit.
Holy.
I'm pretty sure my first video I made in like Windows Movie Maker, and then I wish that I kind of missed that side of YouTube where it was simple but fucking difficult at the same time.
I remember I wanted to I was trying to make a video because I was doing a lot of IRL videos because I had my camcorder, and I was trying to edit gunshots and stuff, and I needed a green screen, and I went to go put into Windows Movie Maker. I was just I got the clip from the green screen. And I was just it was the muzzle flash. I was all right, now how do I make this green go away? And I was looking up how to try to key out the fucking green, but there's no such thing as chroma key on fucking Windows Movie Maker. So I was just I just left it in there, just cropped it really low. There's just a green little splash on the fucking.
Oh my God.
Oh, the simple days. I do miss content like that where you just I go back and watch some of my older videos now, and you just sort of laugh at how shit they are, how shittily edited they are. You could see what you were trying to do, but at the same time, it was just fucking terrible. I remember going back and watching some of my old Ninja Diffuse montages, and I tried to do sort of the tracking. So I'd in theater mode, I'd move and try and track text onto a wall, so it'd move in, so it'd look like it'd be on the wall, and it was just terrible. The text was just moving all over the place, not even centered. It was on in the game, it was on a trying to be on a piece of plasterboard or something. Then it just goes flying off it constantly. you just oh. I could see what I was trying to do, but it was just the execution was fucking terrible.
It's not about the execution, it's about the tools that we were handed.
See, I had the tools and mine were still shit.
Yeah.
Remember The Witcher 3?
Yeah.
Dude, I started The Witcher when I first got my computer. This is 2017. This is my first YouTube video. I had already played half of The Witcher, and then I was well, I want to start doing YouTube. So I recorded a 30-minute uncut video of The Witcher where my mic didn't even work. And then I labeled it as The Witcher 3 Part 26 because I just made up a number. And then I just posted that. And then I was posting 2 videos a day of just 30-minute uncut video. It was crazy.
We're why aren't we getting views? This is crazy.
You know what's crazy is that one Hearts of Iron video still got more views.
That's because of the thumbnail, bro.
Yeah,
that thumbnail, I made he was playing Hearts of Iron. We would just, that's what we would do is I would make one edited video a week. And then I would upload 3 times, or I think I would upload every day, but I would upload one edited one. And then the other 4 days of the week, it was just an uncut fucking video.
Mm.
And one of the games we recorded was Hearts of Iron. And I don't even know why we named it this, but it was it had to do with Thanksgiving.
Well, I was playing as Turkey, the country Turkey.
Yeah. And so I made a thumbnail where all these countries were cutting up the turkey, and I put the turkey flag on the turkey. And somehow that did pretty, I mean,
that did better than every Yap Squad video except for the Winky ones.
Which one? Wait, how many views did
it got? 150, bro.
Damn.
Over the course of 6 years, but
I'm gonna say 150 views though. Back then was the gold mine for small YouTube.
I thought it was wait a minute, views. I have a chance here,
dude. When I hit 10 views, I was hell yeah, but it was just me refreshing it, just checking if the views went up.
I had early on in Black Ops 2 days, I had I was featured on some other channel that had 50k subscribers.
Oh fuck!
What was his name now? Called Will DHD or something along them lines.
It
used to make Call of Duty what they call parodies. Do you know, parody songs and shit like that?
Oh,
because that was a big thing back in the day, making Minecraft parodies, and he used to make Call of Duty ones.
YTP.
Yeah. And then he did a featured channel week or something, so he'd just upload people's videos from other people's videos for a week, and he uploaded one of mine, and the video after that went out, I got 450 views, and I was so hyped, and then the next one after that got 10 views again, and I was
That's how I feel every time we upload a good video on the podcast. I'm hell yeah, man, we're making it. And then the next one's like 20. Like, all right, well,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm still like that with TikTok
audience.
though. I'm still like that with TikTok though. I'll be like, I'll make a clip and I'm like, oh, this is gonna absolutely bang, and then it just does like 1,000 views. I know 1,000 views is a lot, but like on TikTok, like you do like 1,000 views compared to most of like, well, yeah, it's not.
Well, that's the thing about TikTok. It could be dog shit, and you just pump like 1,000 people just see it. You know what I mean? So that's just that hurts, bro.
That's just TikTok in general. I mean, TikTok. The amount of times one of my clips have gone viral where I'm like, why is this one gone viral? Yeah. Why this one? Like, there's so many better ones on my tape, but this one, for some reason, the TikTok gods just liked this one.
It's always the ones that like make no sense, and then the ones that you put so much effort into are the ones that don't do shit.
Oh yeah, I'll do like so many like fancy little edits. Like I'll add like some like I did one recently. I re-uploaded it and did it well actually. I did one with like was making monkey noises, and I like AI generated all the monkeys, and I edited them all like doing like moving on the screen to us making monkey noises and stuff like that. And I uploaded like the first time, it just didn't do well. And I was just like, oh, I spent so much time on that one.
That's what I mean. We had our second episode into this, we had like this whole idea of how we were going to expose like Long John Silver's.
That was such a good art.
Which is such a it's a fast food chain here that no one eats at. So we were wondering like how they stay in business. So we were like, we're going to go undercover and we're going to figure out exactly like what's going on. So we go to the fucking restaurant and we like even asked like one of the employees like a couple of questions, just like, yo, what's going on here? Like, what? like who
I
comes
remember,
here?
bro. We asked him, I was like, so do people come here? He's like, no.
Not really.
I was like, do you like working here? He's like, yeah, nobody comes here. I was like, dude, like, what?
So
where's the money from?
I made like a fucking like horror clip like trailer for this episode. I was like, this is gonna like it was so good. I was like, this is gonna do fucking numbers. 50 views. Thank you.
Yeah. It's always, you always try, and then it's the ones you try and you're like, oh, this one's gonna bang, this one's gonna be great, and then you just like you post it and then you're just like, oh, it's not done well. that Long John's, that sounds a lot like Burger King over here. Like no one eats at Burger King over here. It's just overpriced like shit. The only time you ever buy a Burger King over here is if it's like the only option.
Yeah, see, it's like that one makes sense though, because it's like backed up because it sells here. It's just Long John Silver's doesn't sell anywhere. So where's
the money coming from?
Let's get these guys again, bro. Because the more I think about this, these guys are definitely doing something.
It's definitely some drug money laundering.
Oh yeah, this is fucking Gus from Breaking Bad. This is his company.
I'm gonna work there. I'm gonna try to get a job there and take it down from the inside. I'm not gonna stand for this shit anymore, man. Like, this is crazy.
This guy opens a bucket of fish and it's just filled with meth.
God. And the fish isn't even that good either.
That's what was crazy too, is that's the first meal I've ever purchased in my life that I threw away. That's how bad it was. That shit tasted like garbage.
That must be a drug front. Like that, it's kind of like we've got like a bunch of like American like candy shops in like really big like in London, like on Oxford Street and shit, which is like really expensive to rent out and shit. And there's these American candy shops that no one's ever in, and you just sort of like, that's 100% a drug front. There is money laundering galore happening there.
Well, you can always tell too, like you'll be passing through here, like in the middle of fucking nowhere, like butt fuck Alabama, and then you'll see like it's just a mattress store, and it doesn't have a name; it's just mattresses, and you're like, that's a money front. It has to be.
No one needs a mattress that bad all the time.
We have that with we have that with like adult stores, like sex shops and shit. Like they just seem to be in the most random fucking places. Like you're going down like the A1's like it's not our like highways, but it's like the highway's little brother. So we have the A1, which just goes like the length of the country, and on there's like 3 or 4 like sex shops, and you're just like, why? Why?
You're freaky. I mean, it's the same reason why like strip clubs are like out of the way, or at least like the bad ones. Or are they the bad ones? Because I feel like maybe they're the ones that let you get away with a little bit more. Maybe they're the good ones, and we just don't even know it.
Well, nobody
You
goes
just don't
there.
even know.
I bet you those ones, those sex shops, they're the ones that have glory holes and stuff in them for sure.
Probably.
Oh yeah, it'll be a trucker stop, because it's like on the main route to like London, so it'd be like a trucker shop, and there'll be like glory holes in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Truckers get up to some devious activities, bro.
Some lizard lots or lot lizards,
Oh yeah, they're piping, bro.
but not anything anyone else would want to.
Yeah, it's the leftovers, but
Hey, it's something.
at least it doesn't have HIV. Probably
No, come on.
it does.
You know, ZigZag, I've been told and warned by a lot of other people that you are probably the most like mischievous and like cancel worthy member of not member, but like person of the Winkyverse. Like
that's a lie, but sure.
it's just like, oh, be careful. He's off the edge. I'm just like,
Very polite young man.
yeah,
No,
just a nice guy.
I just edge. That's what they're on about.
Oh, I get it.
Now it makes sense.
They're
Now
just
it makes
confused.
No, I think what it probably is my humor's very what's the word? Dry, in the sense of like my humor's just calling you a cunt and that's it.
Hey, I like it. But
who told you that? I'm gonna tell them off.
I'm not gonna leak our sources, but but I came into this, I was like kind of scared. I was just like, what if he just starts calling us like bad words or something? I'm just like, because they were like, be careful. Ooh,
We say the wrong thing about Call of Duty, start screaming the N word.
listen here.
Okay, we're not that bad. Jesus Christ, more like I mean, I think I'm quite squeaky clean when it comes to that sort of stuff. I'm just sort of quite not really a filter when it comes to people. I'm very bad at like not gauging like jokes well. Like I'll just like someone would say something to me and I'll call them a cunt back and it'll be just like I'm obviously like joking, but they don't know.
They don't know that. Yeah. Damn.
Well, those people are no fun, if we're being honest. Because, like, how do you get mad?
Oh yeah,
Being mad is a
it's
choice.
not being a pussy.
I love that shit. I love being like, because I love baiting out the people that are like, they're just like, dude, now I'm fucking upset. And then you're just like,
Okay, little bro. What do you want me to take you to the candy store? Like, get you a fucking ice cream or something, bro? You're fine, dog.
and they're like, dude, why are you getting so hostile? It's like, shut up. Like, damn.
The thing is, though, as well, like I'm at the moment, I'm probably the most like bullied out of the group. So like, it's just because they'll be just making jokes at me, and I'll just call them a cunt back, and I think that's where it sort of spawns from.
This is just like eye opening, you know, because people, it makes you realize that you shouldn't trust what other people say.
True.
Oh,
The earth is definitely flat.
Oh, yeah.
People are cunts. That's my life motto. People are cunts, so just deal with it. I mean, that's a shit life motto, but like,
No, that's a good one.
everyone's a cunt.
So, ZigZag, you are sitting at, as of right now, 51.6K subscribers, I believe. Somewhere around that. I just looked it up earlier. But
Yeah.
is this something that you are doing full time, or are you working outside of YouTube? What's the scope looking like?
I'm not doing this full time. I have a job as well. I'm a digital marketer, so I'm constantly on social media, basically, which is probably not healthy at all. But yeah, I do digital marketing, so I work for a company and I just sort of look after their social media accounts and the websites and shit like that, and I basically do nothing in that job, so I just edit most of the day for my YouTube
So you
channel.
basically do this full time.
Sort of. I mean, my jobs have been a lot more demanding lately. Like, I've had literally no time for YouTube, like, during the day. Like, there were some days, like, when I just first started, like, I'd have nothing to do the entire day. I was on the clock, but I had literally, like, nothing to do. So I just edit. But like now, I don't get a chance at all now. It's all.
But they getting some controversy or something? Like, why do they need you to step it up?
They sort of like started a bunch of new brands and have been basically they needed like websites for all these new brands and stuff like that. They basically the company did like a bunch of stuff and they've sort of like segmented it out into individual companies now. So we've basically had like websites galore to make and like social media. Like we've got like the amount of social media accounts we manage is like tripled or quadrupled in like the past year. So it's just a lot more going on. Hopefully next year it should calm down. But
I was gonna say it probably once you get all the websites done, it will probably chill out a little bit, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I think we got 2 left to do, and they're meant to be done by the end of the year. So hopefully I'll be a bit less busy again. But I can't see it, to be honest. But we'll see.
So how does your job, especially doing digital marketing, how does that help you with your YouTube? Like, do you learn any like insider secrets, like SEO type shit, where you can help boost your own channel, or do you use your YouTube knowledge to help you at your job?
I don't know. They're very separate. So like with the business side of things, the business I work for is very B2B, so like business to business. Mm-hmm. Whereas like what I do is very just content creator shit. So they're very different in what I do. Like, so with the company I work for, I do a lot of stuff on like LinkedIn, which I've got no fucking clue about, to be honest. But like
business Facebook.
Yeah, it's business Facebook. It's Facebook for pretentious pricks, basically.
I'll be deleting my account now.
But yeah, so they're very separate, and I kind of like that they're very separate, to be honest. Because if I worked for like a very like trendy like business to customer like company, and I was like constantly like making TikToks and shit like that, I think I'd go insane.
Yeah, you'd probably lose your mind.
But you could do like their renegade and stuff to promote the product. That'd be sick.
Shut the fuck.
Nah, I want to do that. Like if my job, they just told me, yo, do a little dance in front of this real quick, and then that was my job for the day. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh man, I'd love. No, I wouldn't love that. I'd hate doing that. I mean, yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I'm constantly on the internet. I work from home as well, so I literally don't leave my office because I'll literally do like I'll be working all day and then I'll finish work and then I'll do YouTube for the rest of the night. Because I'll edit my TikToks for the day and then obviously we'll have like play sessions and shit, or I'll edit. So
that's based though. That's what I do.
Except yeah, but you don't have the job.
Yeah. My brain is rotting.
Do you you motherfuckers are so lucky. All you fucking Winkyverse motherfuckers all just get to work from home. Just
it's a new way, isn't it? It's just a new way. Like all office jobs though.
But it was a shit job.
Get a better one.
I would, but I mean, I need one that pays me what I make now, or if not more.
Just do what I did and spend 1,000 hours on a gambling site and figure out how to exploit it.
But I make more money than that now.
Fair enough. All right, I see your point.
So I need to make it worth.
Yeah, I think it's not worth it if it's not worth it. Like my job pays me enough to make it worth it that I sit in my bedroom in my office all day and do fuck all. So. I mean, it's just the way things are going. And all office jobs really nowadays have like a hybrid working bullshit thing where like you can just work from home. Like I honestly don't think I could go back to like going into an office 5 days a week. I think it kill me off.
They probably realized that it actually saves them quite a bit of money and time.
Yeah, because they don't need an office space.
There's less risk on people being late. There's less office space involved, less power that they have to pay for.
It's more productive as well. Yeah, it's more productive as well. Like I get so much more done at home than I do in an office. Because when you're in an office, you catch up with people. You stop and have like 5 minutes. You go get your cup of tea, and you're in there for like an hour speaking to people. Like at home, I'm just sort of I roll out of bed at like 7:55. I'm at my desk at like 8, and then I just work the whole day. Because I don't have any distractions. I might have like a meeting for like an hour or two a day, and then I'm just doing work. You just get so much shit done. So you probably you're probably saving the company more money than than going into the office, because there's like companies out there that just think like, oh,
we need
if you're
people
not
here.
in the office, if you're not in the office, you're not doing any work, and it's like the complete opposite. Like I get so much more done at home than I do in an office. Like it makes no sense.
I think
it's just the travel time as well. Fuck traveling to
that
work.
you waste so much time and money for something that you're not getting paid to do.
Yeah,
there was talk about that here about forcing companies to reimburse people for their travel time.
I would love that because I would just take the long way.
Yeah. That way it's just
like my company reimburses us in travel for like petrol and stuff, but they don't like pay us when we're traveling, so it's sort of like not worth it. And like to get to my closest office, it's like an hour's drive away, especially at like rush hour time. And it's like it's to just do an extra hour on and off just driving just makes no fucking sense to me. I'd rather just work from home and just because that's also time that'd be time if I did go into the office, that'd basically be time that I'd use for YouTube and editing videos and shit. So
right, well, I mean, it also
saves me time.
It gives you more time to even like wake up and chill. You know what I mean? Like if you choose to do that, right? Like if it's an hour away, you would have to wake up at 7 instead, or fucking 6:55 or whatever, and then fuck that.
Oh yeah.
But
I'd have to be up
to get
at
an
like
extra hour at night or whatever.
Yeah, I'd have to be up at like 6:30 every day just to get to the office because it's an hour away, and I'd have to get ready because it's like a professional environment. I'd have to fucking wear not a suit, but like I'd have to wear like a shirt and tie and shit like that and actually get ready for the day. And I'm just like, nah, I'll just sit in my pajama bottoms and just fucking put a jumper on and do some work at home.
Make a website naked from the waist down.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm saying, man. Work from home sounds sick. Like you can just stop, beat off real quick if you needed to, and then like come back. Nothing happened. You know, just keep doing your work.
Just a 15-minute
taking your 15-minute break.
Activity.
Yeah. I went on my break, boss. Don't you worry.
It was a smoke break. Don't worry.
I 100% haven't done that before for legal reasons. I haven't done that. Wink, wink.
Just imagine how many like customer service representatives you are talking to on the phone.
That were like
they're just mid stroke.
Oh my God. How many do you think you made edge because
you keep having problems? Like, I just don't know. I don't think this is exactly what I want.
He's like, okay, bro. Like,
maybe that's why they're so upset. Because they just
ruined the wank. You've ruined their fucking jack off time.
Oh no, he was about to climax.
Come on, man.
Damn.
Got to the good part of the porn as well, and then you've fucking called me, and I'm gonna deal with your shit.
Follow up.
You can't figure out how to download Facebook on your shitty new iPhone. Who gives a fuck?
How many do you think you've called immediately after they've busted, bro?
They're like when they're out of
they're like out of breath, like cleaning up and shit, and they're like, yeah. Did you unplug it and plug it back in, or?
That's why they're also upset because like they just made a huge mess on their keyboard, and they're like, that's why they keep muting by accident. And you're just like, hello.
Yeah, that's why you're in a hole. That's probably what they're doing when you're in a hole. They're just having a quick wank. Just
let me bust one out real quick, and then we'll get back to business.
Dude,
this one's got a hot voice. I'll just have a quick wank real quick.
Oh my God.
Dude, the amount of people that can actually just do that two voices is crazy.
Can you say thank you for your service real quick?
Like, how old were you? Did you guys ever like call a sex line when you were younger?
No.
Oh no.
I called one because it's just like I was like in fucking elementary or middle school, and it's just such an easy. It's
you guys didn't even have like Pornhub yet, though, really. So
it's like it's a 1-800 jack off.
No way.
So you call it, and then it's just like some like automated search, like, hey, how you doing? If you wanna talk to somebody, it costs like $60 for 1 minute. And I was like, ooh, and I would hang up and then just listen to it over and over. Not paying for that shit though.
Yeah, I actually, now you mention it, I remember back when I was like 14 at a sleepover. It was like 3 a.m. and we had the boob channel on, which, to be fair, doesn't really appeal to me now since I'm gay now. But like at the same time, but like I remember us calling them then, and I think they had like an 18 plus thing. So because all of us were like little squeakers, they just hung up. I think they just heard the voice and someone just go,
and we're going to jail.
And then just hang up.
That reminds me of like, my dad would make me call every time we had to order pizza. Or no, we didn't have to order pizza, but every time we would order pizza, he would make me call and place the order.
Why?
And he didn't want to do it.
Based.
So I would talk to the person, and then I was like fucking 11 years old, and you're like, all right, ma'am, your total is
no
$26. I'm like, actually, it's sir. I was like, God damn it. Just a little.
It reminds me of a clip. It reminds me of a little clip that's been going around recently in the UK. It's just some guy, and it's some woman police officer, and the guy's like, it says something about being a man, and she goes, "Excuse me, man, I'm a female."
Oh no!
Dude, every country has their "it's ma'am" video.
True.
Yeah,
it always comes full circle, bro.
It's fucking hilarious. It's just the way she does it. She's just like, "I'm a female," because she's got like proper raspy voice.
A fucking 60-year smoker. She's been fucking getting ready.
Those are the most like confused. I had when I was working at a call center. I would pick up the phone, and there was a woman who answered, and I was talking to her for like 5 minutes. And I was like, "Alrighty, sir, anything else I can help you with?" And she's like, "Actually, it's ma'am." And I was just like,
you probably heard the fucking, she's probably got a hole in her throat, bro.
Yeah.
She's fucking got the wind coming out.
"Oh, I'm so sorry." And I kept like, she's had more problems, and I kept saying like, "All right, sir, well, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry."
That's fucked up.
I said sorry like fucking 100 times during that call. And that was like the one call that they would listen to, like the quality assure me, I would have been gone.
Yeah, that's just one of those like random anxieties that you have in life, like just calling someone like sir instead of ma'am, or ma'am instead of sir.
It's a classic, because then if you do, you're canceled.
No matter what, you're
over.
done. Yeah,
yeah, you're just done.
Like there's a trans person that works at my store, and she's super chill about everything. And I always like, she's told me already, like, hey, like I've just recently done this, so I don't give a fuck about pronouns. I don't give a fuck about this. You call me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Based.
And I was just like,
yeah,
all right.
What up,
but I still get scared every time like I see her. I'm just like, because like the first year I worked with her, he was he, and I was just like, so I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm just like, I get so confused. I'm like, so I just avoid any sort of pronouns. I just call her by her name. Just like, hey, what do you need?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you got? You over there? Come over here. So, and it's so awkward. And I try not to be, but it's that anxiety.
I think I'd be worse, the worst in that situation, because I'd overthink it, and then because I'd be like, don't call him the wrong pronoun, don't call him the wrong pronoun, and then I'll stop thinking about it, and then I'll just without thinking call him the wrong pronoun.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man?
Not because I'm like being prejudiced or anything towards them, just because I'm
trying to be the right thing.
I'm just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like, that's where I'm at too, bro. I'm too fucking dumb to understand and comprehend it. So I just,
dude, what you said, like, brought back this memory from when I was working at Subway, where I was helping. I love Subway too. Oh, I love Subway. I was helping these customers, and it was like 2 kids and then their mom, and then I was helping this young man. He was like this kid was like fucking 10, 11 years old, and I was like, all right, man, what else can I get for you? And then he's like telling me what he wants, and it's very obviously a fucking boy. And then the mom comes from behind and she's like, actually, it's sir. And I was just like, okay. And she's like, you keep calling him ma'am. And I was like, I'm not. She's like, I've heard you 10 times right now. You're calling him ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I was like, I'm saying man, M-A-N.
The way you spelled it out.
Yeah, because I was just like, you're not gonna accuse me. This is before like anyone would get canceled for that kind of shit in the first place. So I was just like, I'm not gonna get pre-canceled. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
come back in 10 years.
I'm not gonna get pre-ordered for the cancellation. It's gonna be. I'm gonna do it right. So I was like, M-A-N. She's like, I heard you. Don't try to backpedal. I was like, okay. Anyways, man, what can I get for you?
That's based.
I love a good Karen. I love a good Karen because they just don't give up, and it's like you can be right as you want, and they just won't give up.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking hilarious sometimes. Like there was this lady that I remember. I was in a shopping, like a supermarket, and I was like backing out of my parking spot, and I was like three quarters of the way out. Like I was out of the spot. And then I suddenly just hear this smack on the back of my window, and it was some old bitch that had decided that she wanted to walk behind a moving car, and apparently that's my fault. So she came over to my window and went, "Oh, stupid boy," and I'm like, "Oh," and I'm just like, "Why the fuck?" I went in on her. I was like, "Why the fuck are you walking behind a moving car, you stupid fuck?" And I keep going back and forth with this lady, and then this woman walked over and she's like, I saw the whole thing. She walked behind you and like apparently she actually like stopped as well. She was like she was trying to cause an issue. And yeah, just some old people, man. Just kill them all off. Yeah.
At this point, yeah. I mean,
but that triggered the fuck out of me. I don't know those words. Stupid boy, just fucking. Oh,
I can tell that hung in your memory, bro.
It's so small. It's just like, stupid boy.
Yeah, I was quite calm up until that point, but when she called me a stupid boy, I was like, you fucking don't walk behind a moving car, you stupid bitch. I was like, if I was coming out like face on, like if I wasn't reversing, you would not walk in front of me. She's like, that's not the point. I'm like, don't walk in front of a moving car, you stupid fucking bitch. You know when they're losing as well, when they're like, she was like, oh, I'm 83 years old, and I'm like, you know they're losing when they bring up their age.
Oh,
then
yeah,
you know
classic.
you should know better.
Yeah. Oh, I hate old people. Should kill them all off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
70.
them.
Once they hit 70, they should be just shot in the back of a fucking like Tesco's or like Walmart or something. Just,
goodbye retirement homes.
Yeah, just fucking.
We save so much
take
money.
Him to the take him to the retirement homes and just shoot him in the back of the head. They're not worth it. Let's be real.
Just send them out to Russia, maybe. They'll figure it out.
No way, exiled.
Got too
just
old,
on a
bro.
boat in the middle of the Atlantic. Just let them. I'll put them on an island. Let them fend for themselves.
That's probably how Australia
That's a Mr.
started.
Beast video. I put 100 elderly people on an island.
Ooh.
Last person to last person to survive gets their own retirement home.
Oh no! They don't. No way they get their own one.
Would slap. To be fair.
Oh my god!
Just fucking having like districts and like old people just being like thrown into a fucking pit where they have to fight it out.
Two old people from every retirement home face off. Oh my god, that's genius.
Get that shit down. We'll have to get somebody other than Mr. Beast to do it because I don't think he'll be around for much longer.
He did get canceled again. That happened. Yeah.
They get cancelled again. Is this the Lunchly stuff or
no?
What are you doing this time?
He leaked all his group chats. His business group chats got leaked, and it turned out that
really?
He knew what Ava Chris Tyson was up to the whole time because Ava Chris Tyson sent him a photo of Ivanka Trump and said she looks so good for a 13-year-old with her top off. That was weird. But she was actually 18 in the picture, so I guess it doesn't really count.
But he said it.
But he said it, and then Mr. Beast was like, "Okay, bro."
But they were just sending weird shit in that group chat, man.
That was the main one I saw, but there's like apparently thousands of messages.
I watched the whole like 30-minute video of it yesterday. It's kind of crazy.
Go on then. Explain.
I mean, he's just being like Chris Tyson is just being a creep about it. Like Ava Chris Tyson.
Yeah,
she is just like
this. I'm surprised I haven't seen this.
It was like a few days ago.
It's pretty new, but like I don't know. It's not as blown up as I thought it was going to be. Because I had to look for it.
I haven't seen anything on that. Like usually with stuff like that, you go on Twitter and it's just fucking everywhere.
I didn't see anything on it. I had to look it up on YouTube.
See nothing about it.
Well, he probably hired 500 people to just scour Twitter nonstop. That's what I would do if I was him.
It has a guy, the guy that originally exposed Mr. Beast. He did like 2 videos on him already. He's like with some popular YouTuber, the same one that like exposed like the Lunchlies.
Rosanna?
Yeah. Then he's just sitting with her and going through all these messages with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Are any of them crazier than the one I just talked about?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Say one right now.
I'm not comfortable saying them.
Well, great. Now I got to go watch this video before stream.
If that is like, it's just feels weird to even utter someone else's words about it.
Ugh.
If that if that gives any light to what she said.
Jesus.
Yeah. Do you know what the sad thing is, though? Mr. Beast will recover from it. He just will.
I mean, his fan base is too big.
Sad reality of it.
I mean, if Dr. Disrespect can come back from that, Mr. Beast is fine. Which is unfortunate, but...
Well, I think people argue the fact that he didn't do anything. He just knew about it, and they're like, that's just as bad. I mean,
just
as sane as a Dr. Disrespect fan.
Yeah, I think another recent example. I don't know if you heard about this. Is quite a UK thing. There's a guy called Alex who
I heard about this guy. I don't remember what he did, but I know him.
He used to abuse his girlfriend quite a bit, emotionally. I think it was a lot of emotional abuse and shit like that. There's videos of him shouting at her constantly and shit like that.
Ugh.
And apparently his friends found out 6 months before. They didn't say anything, obviously, because it wasn't their place to say. But they found out 6 months before, and they just stopped contact with him, which is basically what Mr. Beast should have done.
Yeah.
And they were and then when it did come out, they were oh yeah, we stopped talking to him 6 months ago. We found out about it, and that's what he should have done. But
instead he made
Mr. Jimmy Beast
made a PR statement about it instead.
Well, I don't know. I think in this case, it was probably Mr. Beast's responsibility to report it. Am I crazy here?
Well, just anyone involved.
Yeah. I mean, this whole situation has been fucking crazy, and I'm
it just goes deeper and deeper, man.
That's what's wild. Yeah. Is every time we think we get to the fucking pit, there's another fucking level of hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just what it is with big YouTubers, though. It seems to be one every week getting cancelled.
Yeah, but it's just every week. You get big, and you're just all right. How many minors can I get there? It's what? Why is that your you can? Damn. You got unlimited of age poon being thrown at you, and you're gonna go for the young ones. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a bit. It's dodgy as fuck, to be honest. It's there's one every week at this point. It's crazy, man.
Let's make a prediction. Let's do a prediction right now.
No way we're doing a bingo card for who's
next.
Bingo card.
Who is next?
Who is next?
For what though?
Just any allegations, any cancellation in the future for any reason.
Oh, that's a hard one, I'm trying to think of someone.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was somebody in OTK.
Again?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're all kind of... I don't know. So a lot of them are really funny, but I think some of their off-stream behavior is a little bit wild. From what I don't know.
I could see it being one of the. I could see it being one of the phase lot like that.
Oh, true. Actually, because they just blew up too, huh? Well, not just blew up, but
they've been having some. Yeah, they've been doing well. They seem fickle as fuck. They fucking Nogler and Terrorizer said something about them in there, because they do a news channel, not a news channel. They do a Reacts channel together, and they said something about how different they are off stream than they are on stream. They're just a lot quieter and shit. And they took that as them shitting on them.
Well, to be fair,
shit talking them back, and they were just we're just joking, chill your beans.
To be fair,
it's so fickle.
I saw some of the stuff out of context and in context with that situation, and apparently they talked about it. And Nogla took a random ass picture of stable Ronaldo after ignoring him whenever he had first came up to him or some shit, and then took a picture and posted this is what your people look like after, or when they're off stream or some shit like that. And so it did kind of come off as kind of dickish, I'll be honest.
It did come off as dickish, but I don't think it was that deep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was very much just a joke.
But I see it from Ronaldo's perspective, where because this is he's like us, man, where he grew up on them, and to kind of Because apparently he had went up to Nogla and all them and like wanted to say hi and everything and like kind of like blew him off. I guess. And then just to go on Twitter later and see like a picture of you from like behind or something, like kind of shit talking. It's just like, I would be hurt a little bit too. Like the people that you looked up to kind of like just talk shit behind your back, like literally.
Yeah, I get it from that sense, but from what Nogla and Terrorizer said, they apparently said that they were just quiet. So like, I guess it's just sort of might have been sort of like that misunderstanding of like someone being nervous to talk to you and you sort of not fobbing them off, but like it's just sort of like an awkward situation. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It seems very fickle to me though. Like I won't go parading on Twitter about it afterwards. Do you know what I mean? I'd be sort of like,
Like, I saw he met Ronaldo met KYR Speedy, and he was very awkward in that situation. Yeah. So if he was anything like that on stream, then I can only imagine what he would have been like off stream to them. So like I said, I see both perspectives of how it could be perceived from each party.
Yeah, I think he's just very fickle though, isn't it? It's just like
he's a kid, man.
Like, it's not that deep.
He's a kid who's growing on the internet. And he's gonna take some things that he shouldn't to heart.
Oh yeah, no, I think there's a lot of YouTubers like that just take things to heart when it's not really.
Didn't Ronaldo get suspended?
Deep. Yeah, he got banned because like he had Cheezer on his stream or something, and Cheezer's banned on Twitch.
Oh,
so he just got banned.
The Twitch banning system is the fucking stupid.
It's really weird.
It's in the fucking gutter right now. Twitch is on fire for not applying the rules fairly.
Like there's a YouTuber over here, a Minecraft YouTuber called Tubbo, and I saw something about him. He got banned because he was DJing not in the DJ category. He was in the music category, but he wasn't allowed. But he wasn't allowed to be in the DJ category because you have to have like a special license to be in that.
Yeah, you have to like apply for it now. Is the new policy, I think.
Yeah, you have to apply for it. So he got banned from DJing in the music section.
Not Tubbo, man.
So you're basically banned from fucking DJing on Twitch unless you have a certain license, which is the stupidest fucking thing. Like, Twitch is... that's just why I just stay away from Twitch. It's just a bit of a shit. It's good for streaming. It's good for like community on there and stuff. But like the app itself is fucking shit.
Yeah, it's on fire right now. But on the bright side, I think that if Twitch survives the next like 6 months, I think a lot of stuff will turn around because they're like actually on fire right now. Like a lot of advertisers are pulling out over the Frogan incident and the all that stuff.
Hassan Abi.
Hello.
I mean,
there's a cat on me.
Oh.
Hello.
A little kitten.
Are we friends?
This is like the second time he's ever seen you.
Like a parrot. Goodbye. Maybe don't put your asshole in my face.
Gotta smell you, man. He's never smelled the pits before.
Gotta go in there.
This is my new kitten, ZigZag. He has been here for exactly 1 week.
Oh, it's cute. I love cats.
Yeah, 3 of them.
I'd have cats, but I'm allergic. So God has decided he wants to fucking hate me because he's given me the 3 worst things. He's made me allergic to cats and got dogs and made me gay as well. So you know, it's the trifecta.
Oh no.
God.
Just make my life difficult, and then it doesn't allow me to have a furry companion.
You get like a ferret or something. Ferrets are just snake cats.
Yeah, I thought about that. I thought like getting something like a bird or something. I don't know, but
a bird sounds good. But like think about it. You are a YouTuber.
Yeah, no, that's my literal thing. Like, I was like, I'm not having like birds who are just tweeting in the fucking background of videos constantly.
A ferret would be cool. Get a ferret, bro.
Yeah, they're not that common over here, ferrets, though. They're not very...
You're the first one. First UK guy with a ferret.
I want a sugar glider. Have you seen them?
Oh, yeah. Those
are cool. Is that legal there? There's some...
Yeah, there's some places where they're not legal. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're legal here. I'd get a sugar glider. They just need a lot of room, which, to be fair, I do have room, but they're also noisy little fuckers.
Are they the ones that need
They're
another
nocturnal.
sugar glider too? Or they get really depressed, or is that a different animal?
It's like a chinchilla or
a
something.
chinchilla. That's that. Yeah. Okay.
I think they're like that as well, though. I think they
Oh,
get
maybe.
depressed unless they have a friend.
More than a lot of
They just
animals
look
are
cute
like
as fuck,
that.
man. Yeah,
Like,
they're just cute as fuck, man.
cats are
I'd
like
hope-
that too.
No.
Yeah, I just like seeing the pictures where they just like sit in your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
I just love to have a little guy just sat in my pocket while I just
You look like a
chill.
kangaroo. Holy
Yeah.
Your mid video and a sugar glider just crawls out of your hood and just jumps at the camera, bro.
That's the life.
Ooh,
I mean-
speaking of jumping at the cameras, now you are a faceless YouTuber.
Mm.
However, I know that you had no issue with the Winkies posting your picture via social media.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that and your decision to stay faceless and everything like that.
Yeah, I think I've sort of taken it's one of my inspirations, but I've sort of taken like the Smitty approach to it, where like I'm not going to have my face and shit in videos because I don't, especially with my content, I don't see the point in it. Like, I don't think it really suits it. And then I'm not really much of a streamer either. I stream like once a month at this rate. So I don't see the point in it. But at the same time, like, if I'm going out with my friends and they want to post stuff on like Instagram and shit, I don't care. I'm not going to like.
Well, it's too
make
hard
vlogs
to.
and shit.
Crazy people, crazy fans will find you no matter what you do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I kind of see where you're coming from with that. Like, there's no point in like fully avoiding it, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't like. I mean, I've got a bit of a thing with it, like having my face in videos and shit. I'm not very confident with it, but like at the same time, I see no point in it. So I'm like, yeah, just post my face and stuff if you want. It's just my content and stuff just won't have it in.
Now
But
you
that's
could take
sort of
the blue
the stance I'm
route
coming
and you could wear a mask and stuff.
True.
Well, like
Yeah,
in
but
the
that just looks fucking annoying. I see Blue do recording like his Winky videos and shit like that, and watch the Winky videos, and like I just couldn't do it. It just looks fucking annoying.
yeah, he's
like
He was
consistently
about to
having
have a fucking heat stroke last time we
It's
had him on.
it's not like that as well. It's like wearing it out in public. Like we went to Comic-Con and like he was wearing like a mask the entire time. I'm just like, fuck that. You're like fucking hot Comic-Con walking around with a mask on constantly. It just seems like a pain in the ass.
Dude,
So I'm just
we recorded
So-
our Halloween episode last week, and I wore a mask for it, and I was dying, and I
Yeah.
was only in it for an hour.
I forgot we
Exactly.
did that already.
Yeah, it's gruesome for sure, and props to Blue for being able to fucking do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, Blues, I don't know how he does it, to be honest. I couldn't do it. Like, and like you say, people find that shit. It's a sad reality of life. They'll leak your face wherever you want. So there's no point me just sort of hiding it. I just don't see any point of putting.
Well, yeah,
my
exactly,
content
right?
and
Like,
stuff.
like even Blue tried to erase everything, and they still found him. You know what I mean? So it's at this
Oh,
point,
yeah.
it's like, well, whatever, bro. Do what
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
know
do.
Blues had his problems with like people trying to find his face and shit. So like, I just can't be asked with it. Really, that's it. I just sort of like I say, I just sort of come at it as like, I don't care, but it's not going in anything like my videos. The only reason literally I've not had one for this one is I literally don't own a webcam. I've never needed one, so I've literally just never bought one.
I mean, that makes sense. I wish you would have though. Imagine the views.
Easy farm.
ZigZag face reveal.
I'm
Oh
still
So
my
gonna
many people
God.
know that I've like quote unquote face revealed. So you would have had a right title.
I'm
And
still
now
gonna
we'll
title
never
it.
get it because
Still
even
gonna title it that way.
The thing is, like, I
oh,
would have
true.
bought,
Because
I
we're
would've-
talking.
You know, we're talking about it.
This guy's got content, brain.
I would have bought one as well for it, but like when it comes to like YouTube equipment and shit, I am so like I get so autistic about it and like the research into it. So I would have like spent days like looking up a webcam that I want to buy and shit like that. Like I recently bought a new capture card and it took me like a week to decide because I'm so like I do so much research and like how much I want to spend, how much what I want to do. Is there ways where I can make it get more for my money and shit like that? I think that's just sort of bred from me from like early days of YouTube, especially with like microphones and shit like that. It's just
Oh yeah.
trying to find the right ones of them and shit is just
Well,
insane.
that being said, I mean, I'm assuming you make some bit of money from content creation right now. How much of that do you put towards like content creation itself?
Not much at the moment, probably because I don't need to buy much at the moment. I'm probably going to buy a new PC soon, though, so a lot of it will go towards that. But I try and invest it as much as I can. I probably say, like, out of all the boys, I buy the most of, like, equipment, but that's mainly because I buy the most unnecessary amount of equipment.
So it's got like a 3D printer.
Yeah, like I just buy shit that I just like. I'm like, oh, this would be sick for YouTube, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't really need this. Like,
just a skateboard.
Yeah, like the headphones I have, they were like 300 quid, and like the only reason I bought them is because they plug into my PlayStation and PC at the same time. I was like, I just need that.
Just adapter splitter instead.
Yeah, I literally could have just bought. I could have bought an adapter splitter, but no, I had to buy this one that has like an audio dock that can plug into two things at the same time.
To be fair, that is pretty sick, and I would like you to send me a link after.
Oh yeah,
This guy doesn't even have a PlayStation, by the way.
I have other things.
The thing is, though, right? I've had versions of these docks for like years and years because they're so useful. Because like you can plug this version anywhere. I can plug it into my PlayStation and PC at the same time, and you can sort of switch the source where it goes to, so it swaps over your microphone. Oh, sorry, I just burped there. But then you can also like plug in like an audio jack, and I have that plugged into my monitor, so whatever is on my monitor I can hear. So it's a stupidly like overdone setup for no reason other than I found a small problem and I have to fix it.
That's bad.
I mean, I like that idea. If I had a console, I would definitely probably buy the same exact thing.
Well, I just hated like swapping headsets before, because I'd have a headset for my PlayStation and I'd have a headset for my PC, and like my OCD about it, I'd be just like, well, I want one for like everything. And I don't want to be going back behind my desk every time trying to plug them in. So
I mean, plus
like,
now you got
find a
extras.
solution.
So if it breaks, then you can just switch back. Easy.
Oh yeah, exactly. And like, well, no, I can and I can't, because the dock of the thing that comes with it only connects to the headset. I mean, you can plug a headset in, but like, it's not the same. I've gone wireless now, and I don't want to go back from wireless.
Yeah, wireless. Once you go wireless,
true.
You can't go back. That's the biggest.
Yeah, no,
I'm so glad I went wireless like a long time ago, because especially once I got my VR, if I didn't go wireless, I don't know what I would have done, because I would have been so stagnant.
Oh yeah, a wireless is just the way to go. Like, I've got a wireless mouse as well. I never thought I'd go to a wireless mouse, just because even though input delay.
Not anymore though.
True.
Oh no, but I still was like, I want the mouse with the least amount of input delay, so I spent like 150 quid on that.
Well, even
for
like
no reason.
I bought like the Logitech, like the
G3. Everyone goes on about the G3,
not the 150 one, but like the one that's like the step below. And I have not had any latency issues at all, and I'm happy because I don't have a wire there anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, like 10 years ago, that shit was like heretical.
Oh yeah, I have a wireless mouse right here. Oh wait, that's not that bad.
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't have had any issues. I wouldn't even notice like the difference between this and like a 50 quid like wireless mouse. But I was just sort of like, I want the best one. And,
well, you also play CS, so if you play CS, then you'll know the difference.
Yeah,
I think that's
probably the best.
You tell the difference.
But yeah, normal day to day, I don't think anyone would ever notice.
Oh no, not at all. Like, to be fair, I can't tell the difference between this one and like my other mouse that was wired before. So I don't know if that's just because it's a really good mouse, or if it's just because I didn't need to buy a stupidly priced mouse because of the amount of input delay, because I'm not that fucking tuned in with it.
I don't know. I think things like mice, keyboards, like I think those are good things to, and headphones, those are good things to invest money into, because they will last you such a long time.
Oh
like,
yeah, 100%.
I told my wife, like, because I want a new keyboard, and we were going shopping, and I was just like looking at all of them. I kind of want a custom one, but I was just like looking at the ones at the store, And then she's like, so how much are these? I was like, this one that I want is like $150. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is it so much? And I was just like, click. Hear that clacking? That's why.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, she's like, why do you spend so much? Like, well, you've only had that one. I was like, no, this is like my 6th keyboard that I've gone through.
I've had the same $20 keyboard for 8 years.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah.
But I usually, I buy keyboard just because I want a new setup.
Yeah, I want a new keyboard as well. I want one of them creamy sounding ones. They sound incredible.
I think those are called brown switches. Is what they put onto them.
Yeah, I think I've got brown switches on this one, but it's I think it's just a bit. It's not a shit keyboard by any means. It's a decent keyboard, but I just want one that just sounds really creamy.
I know that
nice
sound that you're talking about. I want.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know where to buy it from.
That's the exact same thing with me. Like I want these keyboards, but I don't know where the fuck to get them. Like someone is missing out, like an opportunity there.
Yeah,
like, someone like you could make bank at the moment if you made like a mainstream sort of like keyboard company that made like creamy keyboards. Like I keep getting one on my TikTok shop that keeps popping up all the time.
Well, that's gonna be shit though.
Yeah, I think it's like 70 quid and it's a creamy sounding one, but I just don't trust TikTok shop for stuff like that.
I will be honest though, I have bought a total of like 6 things from TikTok shop, and every single one of them has been a good buy.
I've probably done the same. I probably bought about 6 of them, but I think about 3 of them was a good buy.
Dude, my coffee table is from TikTok shop. Still standing.
That's crazy. It's just so much shit on there now, though. Like this, the TikTok shop is like the new sort of like infomercial things.
Oh yeah,
it's shit that I didn't realize I needed, and I'm like, shit, I need that.
Well, you just gotta the best way to navigate TikTok shop is to go to a seller that's actually sold a bunch, because the biggest thing is that when you buy something, I don't know if you've seen this, but they'll send you a message too, like asking you to be basically an affiliate for their product. And like make a video doing this and selling it, and then you get proceeds from it too. And I was just like, no. But anyways, I bought my monitor stands from it. And I went through like 6 different like shops though to make sure I went to like one that was like the main shop.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's a tedious process for sure, but like I mean, if you find like the right one, I think you're less likely to get scammed.
Oh yeah, you find some good stuff on there. Like I'm wearing some jogging bottoms that I got off there like a week or 2 ago, and they're just like insulated ones. So they've got like that, like inside like some coats where it's like furry and shit. It's like it's like that because I work from home, and I just like I can't exactly. It gets cold here, and I can't exactly have the heating on all day. Otherwise, it'll cost me a fucking arm and a leg. So I bought these to keep me warm, and they're fucking toasty, bro. Like my legs do not get cold at all. It's so good, so good. You get some decent shit off there, but sometimes you get some right crap. And then
luckily I haven't. I almost bought a camera from them, and I was just like, you know what? That's probably not. It's advertised as like 4K. I'm like, yeah, probably like 4 pixels maybe, but I'm not gonna risk that one.
Yeah, because I'm a content creator. There's like I get a bunch of like capture cards, and they're like 4K 60 FPS capture cards that are like 30 quid, and I'm like, they do not do 4K 60 FPS. The capture card I bought from Elgato that was like £200 does 4K 60, and that's like new. Yeah. So like, I don't believe some shitty fucking little box off TikTok shop will do that.
But imagine it does. Like that'd be crazier too.
Yeah, I might just buy one, just see what it's like.
That's what I want to do. Stuff like that. Just buy random TikTok shop shit and see if it's like actually what they say it is.
Yeah, I mean, like
next episode.
This is one thing me and my friend Nathan, one of my friends, me and my friend Nathan have always talked about. Like, if we were to sort of like do YouTube together or do YouTube like restart, we'd want to do something like, have you ever seen Cold Ones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to do something what they do. Like just buying shit off Fiverr, getting drunk every day, making videos. That just it sounds like a great fucking laugh.
Well, that's kind of like,
I'd love to be able to do something like that.
We're kind of going towards that route. Like every time, like we don't. Our main goal for the podcast is like be guest centralized. But on the episodes where we don't have a guest, we kind of want to go into those like have like a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like where we do something. So I would say you're already there, buddy. You're already on the cold ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your chance.
Yeah.
I'll be Chad. You can be Max.
G'day.
See, it's like you're there already.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm on cold ones, guys.
It's immersive.
Do I have any drink? I don't have anything to drink.
I
should have got
either.
something to drink. Sad. I'm sad now. I don't
got
have any
nicotine
alcohol.
to drink.
You what's it called? Oh, you blew my train of thought here. Cold
He
ones.
blew you.
No. Damn. I'll just ask you a random question then. So we're talking about brands and stuff a lot right now, like different products, stuff like that. Have you had any actual brand deals yet?
I haven't. I've had like opportunities. Like I've had emails and shit from like companies and shit, but like I've kind of had the sort of like philosophy with it where like I'm only going to work with people that I actually kind of care about, like products that I actually like care about. I don't really see the point in doing like an ad for some like shitty like mobile game or something like that. I'd rather just do like something for like a brand I actually care about.
So that brings me to my next part of the question, and that's what is one brand that you would love to work for in the future? And what's another one that you despise seeing other creators do?
One I'd like to work for. I don't know, you know. Coca-Cola. I've got like a massive Coca-Cola addiction.
Yes.
I'd love to do a Coca-Cola one.
Yes.
But I have a terrible like full fat Coca-Cola addiction, which will probably kill me at the age of 50.
Me too.
But like I don't care. It's just incredible. And then ones that I don't like.
Cheers, buddy.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. I guess like maybe like. Nah, Raid Shadow Legends is like a meme at this point. I kind of respect it. I actually do like kind of respect it. It's probably like I guess something like Temu because it's a bit like of a dodgy company. Like, but like
I don't trust Temu at all.
No,
I don't trust Temu. It's like,
I bought a couple things from Temu,
this motherfucker,
and I like them.
It just seems like an even worse Wish to me. Like it just
honestly,
seems a bit.
It's a
dodgy.
better Wish because when I ordered stuff from Wish, it would take 5 months to get here. But when I order something from Temu, it took a week.
This episode is sponsored by Temu.
What about you, Mamba? What's one brand that you would never work with, or like that, or like one that you hate seeing other people do?
Or can I include like just random ads? Does that count?
Yeah.
I hate my biggest pet peeve on YouTube is when I see like a mobile app that like the gameplay looks cool. And then you like go to check it out, and it's just not that game.
Are you talking about the running, the guy that's running, and then he goes through the different like +5 or -30? That's
literally just not the game.
Obviously, I'm gonna go for the +5.
Come on, bro.
Have you seen the adverts? I think it's called like Last War or something. Have you seen the adverts with that where they've got fucking is it Anthony
Starr? And he's just like, they made a game that's actually the game.
Yeah, and
classic.
He just looks like he's been held at gunpoint. Like he does not look like he's enjoying himself at all in those fucking.
That's
adverts.
Homelander, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay. So but to be fair, a lot of his acting does look like he's being held at gunpoint anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he genuinely just looks like he's not enjoying himself. Like he's doing like the fucking like pretend gameplay where he's like reacting to the pretend gameplay and
swiping like, really hard.
Yes. Now I get these points. I get the better gun. He just looks like he's like man's just got a bag and left. I respect him in that point, but like Jesus Christ, he did not put anything into it.
They spent all their budget on making the game and having him as a cameo.
See, that's why I'll never get mad at another creator unless it's like an actual scam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're just getting their bag. Like at the end of the day, I would probably do that too. But
yeah, no, I don't. I respect it. It's just something I wouldn't do. But yeah,
if it's just a straight up lie, I'm like, well, come on, guys. Like you could have just made the game and then done better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm still waiting for Logan Paul to refund me, but So I bought a lot of
that.
Yeah, I bought a lot.
What
No,
was
I'm
it? The
joking.
Zoo?
Crypto Zoo.
Crypto
I thought we
Zoo,
were talking
that's
about
the
when we
one.
drank Prime.
Oh yeah, that too. I need to reverse for that.
It's probably mold in that.
Oh my god,
Oh, we should
See,
have
this might
bought Lunchly.
I can't find it anywhere.
Fuck.
Trust me, I've been
Too much
trying.
mold.
I've
They
been
took it off the
trying to
shelves.
do it.
Let's say you want some drippy cheese, bruh.
Yeah, dude, I like my cheese drippy. Like,
I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
and now I'm thinking about it. Where's my crown? That's my bling.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How's that song doing over there? Is it getting clowned as much as it is here?
Oh yeah, of course. It's getting clown probably more over here than it is in the US.
I mean, that's
because
your
he's
boy,
British.
guys.
That's ground zero.
Yeah. It's a terrible song.
You guys gave him that ability, so
I was telling Mamba, what
The thing
sucks is that the other songs that we released after are not bad.
Yeah, the thing is, right, KSI does release some decent songs. I won't say any good songs, but some decent songs. But that is just fucking trash. It's so bad. There's a song, though, that he hasn't released yet that got leaked. Someone did an AI cover with, like, Billie Eilish as well. And it's, like, really good. I think it's called, like, Dirty, and it hasn't been released yet. And that's, like, a really good song. And he just releases that shit first, and you're just sort of like, why?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. Oh shit.
He's just a bit weird. Oh, the cat's fighting.
yeah, they're at war.
No, they're just. I mean,
Violence. My favorite part of the whole thing was when Nick A30 reacted to the new one. And he's like, "This is gas, chat."
and then did you see the skit that he did after?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, of course Nick A30 likes it. And then he turns around and like a skin that's supposed to be KSI. And he's just like, oh crap. Dude, that shit's
I love
so
Nick
fucking
A30,
funny.
to be fair. He's a walking meme. He's fucking quality.
Oh, yeah.
But he knows it, and that's why it's so much funnier.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, the part where like he reacts to KSI reacting, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "You know what? Fuck you."
your song.
He just cursed out of nowhere, bro. He's like, "You know what? Fuck this song. It's trash."
That's what I mean. He's a great example of where you play into the meme.
Yeah.
Like he is a great example of like if someone comes at you on the internet and makes you more famous for being something, play into it and just fucking run with it.
And that's why
And,
Ninja
like-
has a low taper fade.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like these YouTubers get it. Like you've just got to run with these memes that sort of come. So same with KSI. He sort of ran with it in a way. I don't know.
No,
I can
not
never
at
tell with
first.
him.
He seems
Not at
genuinely
first.
hurt that people don't like it.
Yeah, he seemed. I can never tell with him though. He's done it a couple of times. Where,
How did that happen?
He was chewing on the blinds. I had to stop him.
But with KSI, I can never tell if he's playing or not because he's done it a couple of times, and every time I'm like, is he really pissed off or is he not? Like,
He
I
didn't even
can
look
never
pissed
tell
off
with him.
though. He just looked sad. Like there was
Yeah.
one clip where I was like, "This guy might
Did you
cry
see
right
the
now."
one with Speed?
Yeah. That one was so good.
He's like, oh, KSI, this shit is fucking trash. What the fuck is that? He just hangs up.
He's like, sing it right now, bro. I won't laugh. Come on, bro, sing it. He starts singing. He's like,
He's like, no, dude,
That's what I mean.
I can do this. I can just like listen to the song while I'm eating my lunch, drinking my Prime. Like it's sick. While I'm listening to Talk to Her, this will be sick.
But see, that's the thing though. That's where I'm like, is he really pissed off or not? Because I don't think he'd have gone on Speed's stream and
He's promoting
he
his
wouldn't
own
have.
shit.
Yeah, like I do like KSI because I grew up on him. And like he's like, I remember back in the day his FIFA Funny series.
I was a FIFA kid. I remember when he
Yeah.
started, man. Shout out KSI.
Yeah. I found him on the FIFA Funnies thing where he'd basically get people sending clips of like random glitches and like funny shit just happening in FIFA, and he'd like commentate over it and like make bits out of it. And like, so I've always like sort of liked him. I like the Sidemen as well. I think they're a sound group, but yeah. It does. It's a bit weird with this whole Lunchley thing and stuff like that. Though
It's just thing after thing with all three of those guys. They're just Logan Paul's filming his fiance having a baby in the hospital. Oh my god! Look, it's a baby. It's just thing after thing, bro.
Oh my god! It's my wife's pussy.
They're always looking for something like I think as well. I mean, on the whole thing of that, like I was kind of on like Dan TDM's side with that whole thing because like YouTubers have gone so far away from what they used to be.
It's all
like,
now. It's about building like an entire brand versus just making fun videos.
Exactly. Like it's just like because like what the fuck does KSI and Logan Paul have to do with fucking a lunchbox for kids? Like it doesn't make sense. Like hydration drink, I kind of get with Logan Paul because he's like a boxer and KSI is a boxer and shit like that.
That one made sense.
That kind of makes sense. But like, why the fuck does KSI and Logan Paul want to do a fucking Lunchables knockoff? It just doesn't make sense.
I think the funnier thing is like it's this kind of thing has been around though because you remember that old clip of Kanye where he's talking about like brand ambassadors and stuff like that. He's just like,
yeah,
he's talking about Lady Gaga because she's like the brand ambassador for Polaroid. He's like, I like some of the Gaga songs, but what the fuck does she know about cameras? And it's same thing.
It's just weird. I don't think like I'd want to, if I was a YouTuber that was that big, I'd want to work on something that I actually sort of like cared about. And I don't think any of them really give a fuck about. Yeah, I don't think any of them really give a fuck about Lunchly. It's just sort of like, well, kids seem to love Prime. They also love Mr. Beast and Feastables. Let's just put them somewhere together. That's what it is to me. It's just a cash grab.
It would be different if it was like their own product, but the fact that they are literally just calling out, I think, but they're going the Mr. Beast route, you know, like where he made a chocolate bar. Well, I guess they both did the same thing because they constantly say how they're better than Gatorade. Mr. Beast goes how he's better than Hershey's. So of course they're going to make the same exact thing for Lunchly and be like, well, obviously we're better than Lunchable. Yeah. It's just like, no, just make a snack pack type thing or like, but not just label it your own way, man. Make it something new. Like, don't literally copy Lunchables. Yeah, they're
just copying Lunchables. And like you think about it, like, who the fuck wants to copy Lunchables? Like, it's processed shit anyway, and then they've made the same thing, and it's like
it's somehow worse.
Very, very, it's either worse for you or very, very slightly better for you. Like processed shit, and you just sort of like make something you fucking care about. Who the fuck gives about a shitty lunchbox for kids?
Yeah,
it makes zero sense.
You kind of can't blame them too much after the success of Prime, right? Because I know over there it was selling out like every batch, right? So.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't get your hands on it for like a solid like 6 months here.
Yeah, I don't know how Feastables does. I mean, retail wise,
the same, if not less than like the Carl gummies. I'll tell you what, I work at a store, and we throw away a lot of Carl's gummies because they expire. Feastables, we sell quite a bit of Feastables, but not at any other rate higher than a normal chocolate bar or anything like. Because you gotta think
that's still a bag.
A Feastables bar is this big,
right?
A Hershey's bar is this big, but guess which one costs more?
Feastables.
Yep. So obviously people are gonna go for the cheaper, and in my opinion,
the cheaper and the one they know,
tastier item.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why like Feastables hasn't launched in the UK either. I think as well, like our chocolate is so different from American chocolate.
I've heard that you guys have way better chocolate. Every British person says that.
That's all they got.
We do, because like to us, like your American chocolate, like it tastes like sick to us. Like not in like it's a disgusting, but like there's a chemical in it that's like connected to sick or something. Like
we just slam chemicals in our shit. We got strong immune systems.
Yeah,
well, some
but like COVID.
But like with chocolate over here, it's like cocoa beans, milk, sugar. That's about it. They just make it like sort of normally. Don't really put many chemicals in it. And I think that's why Feastables just hasn't launched over here, because it just wouldn't be able to compete with like actual chocolate brands.
It would not pass over there for sure.
No. Everyone would be like, this tastes like shit. I'm getting a Cadbury's bar or a Galaxy bar or something else.
I mean, I'm sure they did like a focus group type thing probably for every like major country they launched in, just to be like, is this going to work here, I guess? Or at least that's what I would do. But
yeah.
You probably just asked Ava Chris Tyson and she said the kids.
I don't know what do the kids like, Ava? Let me tell you.
I've been waiting for my role.
Finally, something I can answer. Jesus Christ, man.
The only like YouTuber product like that I genuinely want is like grog. Grog looks insane.
What is grog?
It's the cold ones like alcohol. It's like a seltzer.
Wonder if we sell that
like,
here.
No, they stole the name grog.
They do in California. They don't anywhere else.
Grog.
I don't think. But it looks so nice. It's like vodka, soju, and like just a flavored soda. So I do like peach, like lemon.
Grog
like
Squad. What is this?
Are you over 21? Yes. Find grog.
We are on the sketchiest website I've ever seen right now.
Right, we're just none in our city. Okay. None in our state.
Still zooming out.
And it's only in California.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they've only just recently launched it in the US, and I think it's only like in California at the moment, like you say.
You know,
like we don't get it in the UK. I was trying to convince Kyle to bring me some over, but he didn't do it.
See, that's going to like piss me off though, because grog to me has always been you just take a bunch of hard liquor and mix it together, and that's grog. So why make a seltzer named grog? That's stupid. Fuck that.
I mean, I guess it's shit mixed together. It's vodka, soju, and like soda.
Oh, I guess it's fair enough then. It's pretty much a grog.
Yeah. It's a bit of mix. I want to try soju. I mean, it's meant to be really nice. It's like a Japanese.
Did we try soju one time? Together?
Don't really
we can right now. Hey, where's my bottle? Oh, found it. No, I don't think so. Okay.
I feel like I've had soju. I probably had that in the army. I think. Forget. It wasn't that good. Overrated. Really strong though.
I think that's the thing. It's just super strong. Like it doesn't taste horrible. I mean, we must have tried soju. We must have.
I was either with you or
we don't seem to have it over here. I've never really seen it before. Like, I don't think it's really regularly available in the UK. It just doesn't seem to be.
Well, it's a
like,
big
anyway
Korean thing. So unless you guys have like a high Korean population, which I'm assuming you don't, I doubt that it would just be that available.
Yeah, we've got quite a high Chinese population, but no like Japanese or like Korean population. I don't think so.
I think it's mainly them that drink soju.
Yeah,
I don't think it's Chinese at all. It might be.
I don't think it is either. I think it, like you said, I think it's Japan and Korea that mainly have it.
Those are the big drinkers, man. Those are the drinkers of the Asians for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At least somebody's allowed to say it here.
Yeah, I'd love to go to like Japan and like because there's like so many like back alley like bars and shit there.
But you probably wouldn't be allowed in.
What?
Really?
Yeah, because you're white.
Not allowed.
Is that
man.
Yeah, they're super racist over there.
Oh, I didn't even know
what the hell did we do?
Well, I don't know. What did you do, Mom?
All right, we dropped a couple bombs. All right. Can we move past this now?
Places
it's been like 60 years, guys.
Korea and Japan, like they're very like depending on the area, like they will not let like certain races in.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
You learn something new.
You learn something new every day.
I remember I was watching a couple like a streamer and or a group of streamers, and they were trying to get in to just a normal bar, and they literally slammed the door in their face. And it's not like they were being like annoying with the camera or anything like that. They were just like trying to walk up. They closed the door right in their face.
Jesus,
they didn't even look back.
Jeez, man.
Well,
maybe I won't go to Japan then.
I mean, some of it's nice, man. I mean, like you got some that are super, super welcoming, and then others that are like, damn.
Are they like killing each other? What's happening?
They're just playing.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Tokyo. Tokyo looks nice.
I want to go anywhere. I want to go somewhere outside the country.
No, you don't.
I do. I want to go to South Korea.
America has everything that you could ever require.
Not South Korea.
Go to Koreatown. Boom.
But we went there, and it was just like not the same.
What? It just feels different because you didn't spend $10,000 on a flight to get there. Like,
yeah,
I guess
I have to take the train and stuff, and
you're stupid.
I don't want to go anymore.
See,
just kidding. I do want to go across. I want to travel other places.
Yeah, it's easier for you guys over there to travel too because you get like You could just hop on a fucking plane for like $50 and go to Germany or some shit.
Oh yeah, like some plane prices is like if you get like last minute plane prices, they're like can be like really cheap. And like you say, we're not far from like other European countries like Italy and stuff. I really want to go to Italy. I haven't been to Italy yet. That's one I want to go to, like Germany and shit like that.
It cost me $300 just to go home. It's like sick. That's like that's like a 4-hour flight.
That's crazy. Like is it like an internal flight in like the UK? It's like £20 to go up to like Edinburgh from like London.
How many hours? What is that? Like 30-minute flight?
Probably like 45 minutes. Probably 30 to 45 minutes, somewhere around there. So it's not long.
Even still, that ratio is like way off. That would probably be like 150 here.
Yeah. No, I had to take a flight because I had to go to a certain town in Washington when I was getting my car. But they wouldn't let me rent a car, so I had to take a flight to the next city over because I had no other way of getting there, and it was cheaper than taking like an Uber or like some hired service. So I was just like, so I had to take a flight, a 30-minute flight for like $500,
bruh,
to go to.
Well, it was last minute, to be fair.
Yeah, but still, that's crazy. Nice flight though, and I'm pissed that wasn't my main flight because that shit was fucking. Those seats were comfy as fuck.
Yeah, I think like that's the same for us over here with trains. Like trains over here are like stupidly priced.
Really?
Like for me to get to like from where I am to like London, it's like a 2-hour train drive. So it's like a couple of like 100 miles, like 150 miles, and it's like £80, which is just ridiculous.
That's kind of crazy for a train.
And then how much does it cost for the plane if you were to do the same thing? Like 20?
Oh, if I was doing it with a plane, it'd be like £30.
What the fuck?
That doesn't make any sense. Why does this? Why?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
That's just stupid.
I think it's just because the trains are like more convenient because like they're more in like trains will go into like city centers.
Oh yeah, they just go there all the time.
Yeah, if you go into like an airport, like my closest airport's like an hour, I'd have to drive an hour and then I'd have to get from wherever I park my car to the airport and then have to go through customs and shit like that. And it's just sort of like, I think it's just they sort of noticed the conveniency of trains and they've just sort of gone, just throw up the prices. Because they make like fuck tons of money, train companies here as well. They make so much money. The prices shouldn't be as high as they are.
I mean, people in New York barely pay the damn fare anymore. They just show up. They just get on. So
yeah,
that's what you do if you go to New York. I wanna try hopping the turntables, the thing that they jump over. I want to do that too.
Turntables, turn.
What's it called? It's gone out of my head now.
It's like a turn something.
What is it called?
Cable.
That's going to annoy me now. What's it called? I'm going to fucking Google that now. That's annoyed me. What is it? What are the gates at?
Phone booth. Imagine.
What are the gates at train stations called? Turnstiles.
Ah.
Knew it started with turn. Oh, he's fucking dead.
Help! Help me!
So ZigZag, I mean, you've grown 50K. From what I've done on my research, you've done that pretty fast, especially with the last little push. What goals have you set for yourself in the that you set yourself? Fuck. Let me start over. What goals did you set for yourself in the past that you've already reached, and what are the ones that you hope to reach in the near future?
For past goals, I think like just like 10K was sort of like the past goal, just to get to 10K. I think the current goal is obviously 100. And to be honest, probably nothing further than that. I can't see myself getting 1 million or 500K. I think I'm good as a YouTuber. I think I'd do good videos as a YouTuber, but it's just getting your name out there and shit on YouTube is so fucking difficult nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaking the 100K gap is kind of hard now.
Yeah.
The 100K to like 1 mil is really difficult now.
Oh, 100%. It's so hard. Because like 100K back in the day, you were like really relevant. And now it's sort of like you're still not really. It's like it's like 1,000 subs, like back in the day now, having 100K. It's crazy. And, but yeah, I think like even like the end goal is sort of, for me, is sort of like 100K. I'd like to hit 1 million on TikTok as well. I think 1 million on TikTok would be nice.
That's probably more doable. I've heard that a big issue with the UK YouTubers is that it's hard to break into the US audience because I don't know. Is that part of it, you think, or what?
I think it's part of it. I think it is very difficult to sort of break that into that US sort of side of it. I think it's been difficult for all YouTubers, all British YouTubers, to sort of break into that US thing. Because I don't even think like the Sidemen really have broken into the US like they have over here. They're probably like the biggest thing in the UK. I don't think they've really I don't think there is nowhere near as big as like someone like Logan Paul over there or anything like that. Whereas like I think American YouTubers can get quite big over here.
So I think there was a time. There was a time where the Sidemen were really big here, comparatively, but I think they fell off really hard over here. I don't think too many.
I still see a lot of clips, but
yeah, they're absolutely massive over here still, the Sidemen. They probably are still like the biggest UK YouTubers, I'd say, by a long mile. And like it is that. It's just breaking into the US. I think it's because of the comedy difference. I know everyone always goes on about it, but like because UK humor is so like dry, and like US humor can be quite more like loud and like shouty and stuff.
Whoa.
Whereas, well, come on. Like, so
I think for the kids, it's for more the kids. I personally, I love dry humor. That's my preferred style. I think.
I watch The Office.
Jim? Yeah, I think you like.
That's
Office, the better one.
I've never seen either Office. I've never actually seen it.
It's a good watch.
Watch it.
If you like dry humor, it's definitely, that's all it is.
Yeah. See, I hate cringe humor though. There's like cringe humor really gets to me. Like I'm like hiding when I'm watching like cringe humor. I'm like really weird with it. It's like, But anyway, but yeah, it just seems quite hard to like break into the US side of things. Like these, like I think like I looked at my breakdown of who watches my TikToks and stuff, and like 75% is like UK or like stuff like that. Like a very small percentage is the US. So
that seems to be the problem for a lot of UK people, is that the audience stays UK, which makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, even just me, from my own breakdown of my tiny little shit I got going on, it's like 40% US and then like 30% UK. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. It's like the other way around is easier almost.
Yeah, I think in the US it's a lot easier to sort of, because I think once you're big in the US, you sort of like you sort of become big everywhere. Yeah, I think you sort of become big everywhere once you're big in the US. Yeah, because a lot of the big US guys we just sort of seem to hear about quite around the same time as well. So, but yeah, I think it is just breaking into that US thing, and it's quite difficult. Like, you can play with like I play with quite a few US content creators now. Like I play with like people like No Bueno and Tonto and stuff like that. And
I think I know that guy.
Tonto, yeah.
He's the Spider-Man guy.
Spider-Man guy.
He's the one that has like the 10 frames per second webcam.
Ah. Yeah, I've seen him.
Because I've known Tonto for a while, actually. I've known him for like 2 years now, I want to say. So I knew him before he was doing that Spider-Man stuff. And like, yeah. He popped off for that shit, though. I'm so like, because I like found him when he had like 1,000 subs, and I was like, and his editing style and shit like that was so good. I was like, this guy deserves so much more, and I'm so glad he got like a proper break with it all. So glad. It's like he's one of those content creators where you're like you 100% deserve to actually have some sort of traction towards your content. But yeah, UK be hard to go US.
So you say you're
basically the gist of it.
Your main goal is only like 100K, which is, again, we went over why. But with that being said, do you still think of this even like at that point as a hobby, or do you want this to be like your job at some point?
I'd love it to be my job, of course. Like, I think if I ever got to a point where I could like support myself off YouTube, I'm 100% like taking it. But I just, not that I don't see myself ever getting there, I just don't think I will get to a point where I'll get there. But I'd love it. I'd love to be able to do full-time content creation, because it's my dream. It's been what I've wanted to do since I was like fucking 13, making Modern Warfare 3 fucking Ninja Diffuse montages. Like, I'd love to do it. It's just, I think it's so hard to get to that point where you're like, okay, I can quit my job and I can do this. Like, I know Isaac's been quite close to it, but even he's like, even at his numbers, he's still like, I just can't warrant it. Do you know what I mean? So, that's like,
fair, yeah.
It's just like, I'd love to do it, but it's whether I can or not's a different story.
Now, if you were to go full time, how do you think that would affect your creative process and style?
Oh, I'd be able to get videos out like fucking piss, bro. Like, it's just like the reason I can't get videos out so quickly. Like, at the moment, I'm doing like a video a month, which is terrible. But like, if I didn't have like, if I had Monday to Friday, like nothing else on, but just YouTube, I'd be able to get videos out so much quicker and so much easier. But because of like having like a full-time job, and then obviously like on weekends and stuff, I want to see my family, I want to see my friends, I want to do other things, and that's not just YouTube. Just having the time to do it is just so like I do YouTube so sparing. Like, all my free time goes into YouTube, and I'd be able to get so much more out of it. And having an editor wouldn't hurt either. I'd love an editor. That'd be sick. Would make things so much easier.
I know an editor for hire. He's sitting to my left.
That's the thing, though. I can't afford it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it at the moment because I'm so lazy with it. Because I just can't warrant it at the moment. Otherwise, I would certainly have an editor at the moment if I could.
Well, I've seen. I've always wondered about this concept, and I don't know why more people don't do this. A lot of channels, what they do is they just 50-50 they just take a 50-50 split with the editor, and they just send them the footage, boom, bang, pow. And then the editor takes half. You don't have to actually pay them.
Well, it just depends on how much they
You
make.
obviously lose the ad rev, right? But that also makes them want to improve the quality of the video and improve the channel, right? So it gets them invested, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think if I was to have an editor, I'd want someone on full time rather than just something that they did on the side. Mainly because I wouldn't want them to have like a full time job and then be editing my videos alongside it. True. I'd rather I'd do that because that's what I do anyway. But yeah, if I was ever going to get an editor, I'd want it to be like, right, this is my editor. I am paying you a full wage to be able to do this, and have it as like a job rather than just like going on Fiverr and paying someone a $5 to edit my video and something like that. I'd rather have.
He's
like,
putting MLG across the top of the screen and fucking flashing lights.
Exactly. I mean, that's the dream, to get to that point. But if I can get to that point, great. But I can't personally see it.
Fair.
I see it.
I see the future. You're a millionaire.
But what do you see?
I see you reaching your dreams and succeeding to the utmost, highest point imaginable.
You also seem to be seeing a cat doing some shenanigans.
They're acting up today, bro. They're at war.
Well, they're just excited. This is like the second time. Like, we just introduced the new one to them like a day or two ago. And so now the new one is just like super excited because he gets to play with two other cats. And then they're still getting used to him, so they're not really down for it right now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The one's just sleeping. She don't give a fuck.
And the other one, I mean, they're playing somewhat. They're chasing around each other, but
I'm sure they'll get
this one has way too much energy.
Yeah.
Well, mostly because he fell asleep for like the last hour or so of the podcast, and now he's up and ready to go.
Yep, he's fucking raring.
That's what kittens are like, though, as well, aren't they? They're just full of fucking energy, and then they have the cats have a sudden switch where they're like, "Oh no, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just gonna sleep all day."
Yep, wherever they're at.
That one is in that mode now.
Well, that one's been in that mode since we started. So.
True.
All right, ZigZag, do you have any questions for us? You know, we never opened this up to the other side. I'm interested to see if anyone else has any questions for us this time.
Ooh. Ask ChatGPT.
Where do you see you guys going, like, with YouTube and the podcast? Where would you want to get with it, like, numbers-wise and stuff?
Personally, I think I want to hit, obviously the main goal, 1 mil. I want to hit 1 mil.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just want to grow, like, this huge network of things, right? Because we got our YouTube or the Yap Squad as, like, the main. And then we have, like, our own, like, personal channels, obviously, that are also growing on the side, too, a little bit. So I think that if everything will just come full circle to grow each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, you know, I want to be able to have, like, not that you guys aren't big guests already, like, you guys are
people
great
outside the Winkyverse.
Yeah. People outside
that's
the
all
Winkyverse,
we've really hit, other than Vagabomb so far.
And even he's in the Winkyverse.
Yeah, technically, he's loosely associated.
But I mean, there's people that we want. I would like imagine if we had like an actor or like an author, some fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson type person on. Like, I want guests. I want it to be more, the production value to go higher. I want maybe more real life aspects to come in. It's not overcall 90% of the time.
Yeah.
A little studio would be cool. To like bring guests to. If not, just bringing them to the apartment would be really funny too.
That would be sick, yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson just sitting right here
on our couch.
Yeah, man. So like, what's the deal with black holes, bro?
Like, I don't get it. Where did this stuff go? But yeah, I mean, I just want to grow. Like, as cliche as that sounds, I think that within the next year, I see it growing exponentially fast, especially if we hit a stride with some popular guests, perhaps. And then if not from the guests from different sources like our side streams and stuff like that, I think it'll grow it exponentially within the last, I mean, we've been doing this for almost a year. And I think we're starting to hit our stride, especially now that we've come up with this. We found what we want to do, because before we were literally just yapping.
The first 6 months was kind of just nonsense and lore building.
And now we know what we want. So we have a game plan, and I think we're in the right space to execute it.
I think that's the way to go about it with like podcasts and stuff, because like if you go the guest route, because people are going to click on it, say if they see a guest they recognize, they're like, oh, I'll check this out because my favorite YouTuber's on there or so or so.
And then we make them laugh, and then they're like, oh my god,
let me go look at the other ones. Or, I mean, that's the thing with the Winkyverse already, like where we built somewhat of a community based off them, because they've seen us interview Mr. Bio, Wadism, all them, and they want to see the others, and then they're like, who are they going to bring up next? And then they're like, oh my god, ZigZag? If they got ZigZag, who's next? Boom, Obama.
Yep, we got him.
Leaked it. Sorry.
All right, I don't think I'm that big. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I would say...
Just imagine Obama just sat at home, just like, these guys have asked me to go on the podcast. Oh, they've had ZigZag on. Maybe I should definitely go on. I'm definitely going on this podcast.
Michelle, you want to come with? No, I mean, same thing for me, really. Just a big emphasis on I want all of our stuff to grow. And like he said, it all feeds into each other, which is nice, right? Because we're very tied in with everything. So I think that's good. I think a realistic goal would be like, even at like 100K, that's where we can start being like, okay, every guest we offer is going to be like, fuck yeah, almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even really give a fuck about like hitting a mil. I just want to meet cool people in the space.
Yeah.
We could make no money off this, and I would be fine as long as it results in other shit happening, right?
I would like to make money off of it just so I could offer money to guests.
That too.
Like,
yeah.
Like, hey, we'll pay you a couple $100. Come on down.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to look at it as well. Just like, that's how I started YouTube, is just looking at it as a hobby. And I still look at it as a hobby now, to be honest. And just sort of like...
Side hustle.
It's side hustle, yeah. It's sort of like there just because you enjoy it, and that's how it should be.
That's how it is for us, but also we are taking it seriously at the same... Like, it's a serious hobby, you know what I mean? We want to put in as much effort and everything as possible. And that's why because before we were planning on doing this just over Discord or just like on a solo Yeti microphone in the middle.
Dude.
And so, but I was just like, no, let's upgrade a little bit. And now we're here. And I think this is a good starting point, but I have a lot of personal plans for the production value of the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I hope you guys do get bigger. You deserve to be bigger, to be fair. You deserve to get a bit more exposure, to be fair.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I mean, it's not a new concept, but I think it's a good interviewing. It's a good interview style, you know, where you have the questions, but you can also just sit there and talk shit for 3 hours.
Well, I think what separates us too is we have
just chill vibes.
We're able to interact with people that we've never met or talked to and not be fucking weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 100%. Maybe sometimes it's a little awkward.
No, I've never been awkward.
Actually, has there ever been an episode that was like, this is awkward?
I've never been. I always like, even like we've never talked to ZigZag in our life. I'm talking to him like I just got off the phone with him yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Yeah. No.
I think that's part of the appeal.
I think that's a good appeal as well, because like I was fucking nervous coming on here just because I'm shit at talking about myself. So, and it's been good. So I've enjoyed it. So I think if you had a host that was just sort of awkward and didn't know what
we used to have that. Doing. His name was Angel.
I think it's a good thing too, you know, because like we come off very friendly, like you said, and we're able to just let people open up their shells. The amount of people that have come up to us after and been like, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
That's like all of them. So it's like, I think that's a proud accomplishment that I've set.
You can add another one to that list as well.
I actually have one written down here. So imagine.
Well, I think a lot of people assume that when we say a podcast, it's just going to be us asking them questions the whole time. But I really like our format where it's like half yap, half interview. Yeah, the questions are more of a bridge than it is the actual plot.
That's what it should be as well, because if it was just like a straight interview, not that you get boring, but like it'd just be like a bit full on, where you kind of like when you watch a podcast, you want to see sort of like the personalities of the people rather than just straight up question, answer, question, answer, question, answer.
And again, that's the whole point of this thing, is just to like show the creator or guest, whoever the guest is, we want to see them beyond the character, beyond the screen, and show them this is what your person is like. Your favorite person is like off camera, technically. Yeah. We're just sitting here talking. Like, this is what they're like. This is a little bit about a life like, and I portray this a lot more to Funny Moments creators, but they're like, this is a perfect like set for you to show yourself off, because there's not really a platform for you to do that on, because how are you going to do that in a Funny Moments video?
All your videos are so condensed into funny.
Yeah, no, exactly. The only time that sort of happens if I'm streaming, and plus I don't stream, so like I agree with that. Especially with our content, it's so fast paced, and so especially my content, it's very joke orientated. So it's more I focus a lot more on the jokes than I do like gameplay moments and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll hear like fucking set up punchline, set up punchline, set up punchline, and that's about it. Like, you don't really get to see much of the personalities of the people in the videos and stuff like that. So I'd agree with that.
On the Yap Squad.
Just us hyping ourselves up the last 10 minutes.
That's how. But I think that's what's awesome, is like this always happens with the guests, because like they always say like, this is awesome. Yeah. I'm just like, and then I get a gloat for 10 minutes. It's like, thanks. Yeah, this is awesome.
We're gonna get like a hypercut one day. That's just like all us just glazing ourselves. It's gonna be like a whole episode long.
Make that for the year in review.
Well,
ZigZag, it has been such a pleasure having you on. This has been a great episode. I loved learning about you as a person, your career, and everything. I mean, like I said, I look forward to binging on your videos now that I can do that. Because I told myself I wasn't going to until after the interview, because I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to see what you described yourself as first.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, boys. I've enjoyed it. It's been really, really nice. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
We loved having you, bro.
Shout yourself out. What you got going on?
Shout myself out. I'm on TikTok at your boy ZigZag. I'm on YouTube, ZigZag. I've recently started my second channel, ZigZag Extra.
Ooh.
Which I'm going to be uploading weekly on, hopefully, if I'm fucking not lazy. So there's that, and that's probably about it. But yeah.
Hell yeah, guys. You heard it here first, folks. Go subscribe to both of his channels. Go follow him on TikTok. All those will be linked down below. Be sure to follow Mamba's stream, twitch.tv/Mamba_opens.
Live every day.
Every day, almost. That's his Discord status, by the way. I'm just reading that.
Last day I missed was like 3 weeks ago, I think.
It was actually last week.
Hit 160 hours this month, so fuck you.
Congratulations.
Fuck you. Anyway, follow us on everything.
Follow me on everything.
Oh yeah, you do stuff sometimes.
Yeah, check out the Twitch. I'll be live sometimes. Check out the YouTube. I'll upload sometime there, maybe in the future. I don't know yet. Guys, follow the Yap Squad, obviously. Subscribe to us. If you're listening to this on Spotify, give us a follow. Give us a fucking 5-star rating. Please just watch it. Share it. Watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe. Let us know who you want to see on here next. And we'll see you all next week for a very special guest of Obama.
Dude, you forgot to shout out our one guy on iTunes. We know you're powering through, brother. Hey. Stick with it, man. One day iTunes will make a comeback, man. It's not. Just please switch.
It's dead and buried. It's fucking dead.
It's over. That was good.
iHeartRadio, be sure to well, that's all, folks.
Yep. Gonna go press the
Time
stop
to press
record
stop
button
button.
now.
Oh, fuck me.